And here we go, yo. We are indeed back in the building yet again here tonight, or today, I should say, because we are here early. We are going to go ahead and cover the Cleveland Cavaliers taking on the Toronto Raptors in a pivotal game 4 here. Cleveland up 2-1, but maybe Toronto figured a couple of things out, blowing out the Cleveland Cavaliers in their previous games. Let's go ahead, let's lock in, let's break it all down. Let's cover this basketball game. Yup. We are indeed back. Back like we never left. Yes, we were here last night, and we are here again here today. We will be again here later on today. But first, we have the excuse me. We have the first game of the night and that of the day. That will be Cleveland taking on Toronto, like I said, in a pretty pivotal game 4 here. This is a very important game. Obviously, Cleveland could take a resounding lead 3-1 here against Toronto going back to Cleveland, or after dropping the first 2 games in Cleveland, Toronto can force that team back to Toronto to play a game 6 by evening it up at 2 games apiece here. Now, ultimately, if that does happen, everything will have gone up chalk where both teams have won both games at home. That is when series get very interesting because obviously Toronto is then behind the 8 ball, being forced to win a game in Cleveland at some point on the road, as opposed to the Cavs, who obviously are the higher seed, so they have home court advantage, where Game 7 would be in Cleveland. With that being said, we can't look too far ahead. We got this game ahead of us here first. Game 4, Cleveland at Toronto here. Joseph, what's up, Joseph? Cash, what's up, Cash? JP Drums, what's up, JP? Yes, sir, it is the afternoon for me, too. 1 p.m. start time for this game here today. Tay Cowboys, what's up, Tay? So when we go through it, Joe said, win for us Knicks fans, Toronto. It would be nice if Toronto could pull out this victory against the Cavs. If anything, just to make this series even that much more interesting. Like I said, there's a couple of things to go over because the last game, as a matter of fact, I think it's smart to bring up the previous game played, which was all the way back on Thursday. So they had 2 days off in between home games here, which is pretty interesting. So I'm going to pull up that box score. We can go over that before we get the tip-off here. But first, let's go over the rotations for each team, as we always do. We can run through them real quickly. We don't have to have an in-depth conversation. We know what Donovan Mitchell and James Harden can do, despite the fact, or Evan Mobley, who's actually second here on the list, as he should be, probably should be first. But we know what Donovan Mitchell and James Harden can do for this Cavs team. They are the main ball handlers, the main playmakers and distributors of this team. As they go, the team goes. Even as much as they probably want the team to go as Evan Mobley goes and Jared Allen goes, or to some degree in that regard. But the problem is Mobley hasn't shown the capabilities of creating shots for himself. We'll go through the box score here and check how poorly everybody played out there in Toronto, including Donovan Mitchell, including James Harden, including Evan Mobley. Jared Allen only put up 12 points. He was 5 for 7, only played 26 minutes. It's probably for a reason. I think Toronto may have found a couple of things that work. They have clearly gone away from some things that haven't worked and are leaning more on things that have worked. Now, obviously, they're going to have to continue to play well, and we'll get to that when we get to the box score. But if we run down Cleveland's main rotation here, and we know their core 4. We know Mitchell, we know Harden, we know Mobley, we know Allen, right? And we know those guys are very important for them to play well. We know James Harden and his chemistry with the bigs off the pick and roll allows guys like Jared Allen to actually be a functional member of this rotation, whereas before, he was really struggling to start the year as Darius Garland, the previous point guard, wasn't healthy. We understand all of that. We know the core 4 needs to play well in order for Cleveland to have a chance to make a deep playoff run, not just get past this series, because they are the favorite team in this series. But when you start going down their roster, you look at guys like Keon Ellis, who is really good, but can be hit or miss. I know he's solid defensively. How many minutes did he play the other night? He played a grand. Everybody played because it was a blowout. But where is he? Keon Ellis played 15 minutes, 0 points, 4 boards, no assists, no steals. Did have 1 block. You know, it's just his impact is there. The counting stats aren't. And it's a similar conversation, honestly, that we have in Mikal Bridges, where it's like, cool, you play good defense. You play maybe even great defense, maybe even great team defense. But at some point, the name of the game in the NBA, in basketball in general, put points on the board. And walking away with 0 points on 0 shot attempts in 15 minutes is not value being added on that side of the court, no matter how good of a defensive player you are. And Keon Ellis is a good defensive player, but not a game-changing defensive player. And so while it seemed like in the regular season it was a great pickup by the Cleveland Cavaliers, they're going to need an impact from Keon Ellis outside of maybe just a couple of good defensive plays here and there. They're going to need him to really step up. Now, maybe it's a bad matchup either way. Can't have 0 points in 15 minutes when you come off the bench. And not just 0 points. Anybody can have 0 points coming off the bench if you miss shots. He didn't take a shot. That ain't going to be good enough. If we continue to go down their rotation here, Max Strus, who came into the game, 5 for 10 from the field, he's been by far their most productive bench guy. Was a starter last year, not going to be a starter right now, maybe because of the matchup, but I think mostly also because he just came back from the injury. No need to rush him back into the starting lineup, especially if you can still get him. Played 26 minutes in the last game I'm looking at now in the box score. We'll go over it together in a second here, but the key for this Cleveland Cavaliers team is what are they going to get from the role guys? Because Mitchell, Harden, Mobley, Allen all have things in their playoff past where they've come up short, where they haven't played well, haven't shot well, haven't shown up, or whatever the case. They also have some moments where they played extremely well, especially Mitchell and Harden. But when push comes to shove, you need your guys to consistently show up. And that's the separation between superstars and stars. And if you're not going to get consistent, awesome games for those guys, that's okay too. But you need a balanced roster behind them in order to uplift them if they don't have it that night. And so Keon Ellis not providing what they need to provide. Max Strus is. Dennis Schroeder really honestly is not. Every game we've watched of the Cleveland Cavaliers with Dennis Schroeder on it, he has come up pretty short in the rotation minutes that he has. Looking at the previous box score, he only played 5 minutes in the last game, and I understand why I'm forgetting his name. Kenny Atkinson, head coach Kenny Atkinson, would be leaning away from him. I fully understand why. He's not been a productive player for them. They have thrown Dean Wade in the starting lineup for his size and defensive positioning, I assume here. And his still ability to spread the court from three, but he doesn't get a ton of shots in those lineups. A lot of it goes between the core four, and Dean Wade's not really a good enough shooter to punish Dean for playing off of him. And he's a good defender, but maybe not a great defender. And again, I know they need wing defenders between Harden, Mitchell, Mobley, and Allen. They don't have a wing defender on this roster other than maybe Jalen Tyson, who might be my other suggestion to put in the starting lineup. But Dean Wade is good, but not great. And when it comes to a wing defender, is probably their best answer at this point, but not a great one. Beer Battered Gummy Shark, what's up, Beer Battered? Sons Jen, what's up, Sons Jen? Felipe, what's up, Felipe? I think I saw David in the chat earlier, too. What's up, David Oz Jr.? Bernard Johnson, what's poppin', everybody? TT in the morning, appreciate you. Are we ready to say bye to the Rockets as they get ready to go to Cancun? Oh, we've been ready for a while. We've been ready for a while. We have Larry Nance Jr., who isn't really a part of the rotation. Did he play? He got spot minutes in garbage time. Yeah, didn't really play. He's not the backup big man that they tend to go to. As a matter of fact, they don't really tend to go to a backup big man. They just put their wings out there and their guards, and they swap Mobley and Allen in as the centers, and they kind of run their big man rotation that way. Hashman, what's up, Hashman? Who do you got, Cavs or Raptors today? I think the Raptors may have figured some things out about the Cavs, but maybe the Cavs just had a poor shooting game. So we'll see. We'll see how it plays out here today. Jeff Brown, what's up, Jeff? I know you're hoping, Jeff, that your Cavs pull it off today, take a commanding 3-1 lead. Sons Jen said, hey, that may have been me. You're welcome. Oh, yeah. Yeah, to Beer Battered Gummy Shark, yeah. Sam Merrill is a marksman off the bench for them. During the regular season, you can see he averaged well over 10 points per game, was a non-conscious shooter. He would just come in and let him fly, and that's the role that he had, and they really wanted him for that. Played 18 minutes the other day, got off 2 shots. That's not good enough. This Raptors defense is really locked in here against this Cavs team, and they're exploiting a lot of the limitations their role guys have right now. The only guys really finding areas to be effective off the bench, Max Strus and Jalen Tyson. Everybody else really struggling to get shots off. Merrill, Schroeder, Ellis, really important players for them during the regular season, coming up very short. Not even going to any of the other big man options they had between Thomas Bryant, Larry Nance Jr., even in Naquan Tomlin, who provided solid minutes in the regular season, kind of abandoning all of those options as well. Hashman said, I feel like if Cavs get offensive rebounds today, they should be good. Yeah, they are the bigger overall team. Jakob Poeltl's been a bit of an issue for this Toronto team. The Cleveland Cavaliers should be able to dominate this Raptors team. They don't have the size to match up with them overall, but they're doing it by committee. That can't be it, right? Where'd Jalen Tyson go? Tyson was in the player graphics. I don't know where he went. But we can get to the Raptors now. Go down real quick. Scottie Barnes continues to be very good in this series. Zeramag, what's up, Zeramag? Do you think Don is crabbing the bed again or actually going to play today? We'll see. We'll also go over the box score, like I said, to see what went wrong with him in the last game. RJ Barrett, as he comes up here, Brandon Ingram continues to be a bit of an issue here. 12 points on 5 for 9 shooting in the previous game. But RJ Barrett stepped up. Playoff RJ had arrived. 6 for 8 from three-point range in the previous game. So again, the Raptors made shots, the Cavs didn't. Kind of the ultimate deciding factor in the previous game where it was close a lot of the way. Toronto kind of held charge the majority of the game up until the fourth quarter when they blew it open. But at the same time, Jacoby Walter 0 for 6 from the field and 0 for 3 from 3. So, but off the bench, Jamison battled 4 for 4 from 3. So, and we can go down the entirety of this box score here to really point to see what went well for the Raptors, what went wrong for the Cavs. Just taking a quick glance at it, because obviously we didn't cover the game, just taking a quick glance at it, clearly looks like Toronto shot the heck out of the ball. Joseph Taylor, what's up, Joseph? Bishop Ray, what's up, Bishop? Avelino, what's up, Avelino? David said, I got the Raptors, Sixers, Rockets today. Sixers tying it up at 2 games apiece. I like it. I like it a lot. Ashman said, yeah, that fourth quarter for the Cavs was very, very bad. Yeah, I remember going through it, and the Raptors, for the most part, was holding on to, it was a close game. It was tied at some points. The Raptors would go by 10. Another run from the Cavs would get it back close. And then ultimately in the fourth quarter, they pulled away. Obviously, again, we didn't watch the game. We didn't cover it. But, Sonny Jen said, how you feeling today? It's fine. It is what it is. You learn to live with it. It's going to come and go. The medication wears off. You got to take it again. So hopefully we can make it through the entirety of the stream here. I'll be able to take a little bit of something again before we go live later for the Celtics 76ers game. But feeling all right for this game. We should be good. We should be good. Throw a little sore, but, from coughing all night, but we'll be all right. So going through the rest of their rotation here, we know RJ quickly is out. And then their fourth of their core four, quickly is the fourth of their core four. So you got Barnes playing well. You got Barrett playing well. Brandon Ingram continues to be stymied by this Cavs defense and by his own kind of just flat-out performance being bad. And then you get to their bench. Grady Dick, not a part of their bench units. Even in the previous game, it was a blowout, and he played 2 minutes of garbage time, and that was it. Right? But if we go further down, Jakob Poeltl, the forgotten fifth man, the starter, their big man, only played 18 minutes, and they're going to continue to limit his minutes, I assume, here, because he does not match up well with their perimeter bigs. Mobley too mobile for him. Even Jared Allen's a bit too mobile for him, but also bigger, longer, stronger, quicker, more athletic to the basketball than Jakob Poeltl is. At this point in his career, I don't think he's a starting caliber center. They're starting him for the size. They'll get him in and out of the lineup for size every now and again, but really I think they're going to lean on their backups of Mamu Kalashvili and mostly Colin Murray-Boyles, who had a fantastic game, 22 points the other night. Obviously a playoff career high. This is his first playoffs run. Trapped in the 90s. What's up, Trap? David Ash Jr. said, Rick Brunson gained major respect for screaming at JBS today. Pass the tag ball. Now, we don't know what he was saying, but probably something of that regard for sure. Or stop turning the ball over, or stop dribbling in traffic like that, or get off the ball, move off the ball more. Something along those lines for sure as those two guys were going at it. That's exactly what a coach is supposed to do. Teaching Tony. What's up, Teaching Tony? The smelly kind? We talking about Jakob, the smelly kind, Jakob Poeltl. Sons Jen said the game was so fun to watch. It was incredibly fun. It was finally nice to see a non-stressful Knicks game. Love to see it. If we keep going down the rest of their rotation here, Abaji not even on the team anymore. I don't know why he's still there. I say it all the time. Colin Murray-Boyles, the rookie, phenomenal game after a really underrated rookie season. He should be making an all-rookie team. I know some people, listening to national podcasts, just forget about him because he was on let's be real, a mostly forgettable Raptors team. Sorry, Raptors fans, but they were pretty average this year. They didn't really have huge signature wins against good teams. A lot of their wins came against the dregs of the NBA or the mediocre teams, which is fine, when you're an up-and-coming rebuilding team, as the Raptors are, still trying to find a path for them to truly compete. But Colin Murray-Boyles had a phenomenal regular season and is shown out now in the national stage in the playoffs. He is clearly a playoff riser. He's been phenomenal so far. In all 3 games, I'd say. Jacoby Walter has been elevated into the starting lineup ahead of who's starting before? Jamal Shed was starting for the injured quickly. They were like, screw it, we're not going to go with a point guard. Barrett, Barnes, Ingram, you're going to essentially be point guards by committee. So Jacoby Walter stepped in starting lineup one for his scoring prowess, his dribbling prowess. His defense is a bigger guard than Shed, who's also a good defender, but just too small at times. And also his shooting and his movement shooting from Jacoby Walter. He did not knock down a shot in the previous game. Only had 2 rebounds, played 26 minutes. Jamal Shed off the bench, played 30. Again, they're going to need both of these guys in conjunction to play well. Frolian Moreno, what's up, Frolian? Appreciate what you do, Chef. I don't have ESPN, so as always, you're my go-to for the game. Appreciate you, Frolian. Appreciate you for that, brother. Jamal Shed, speaking of, played 30 minutes the other night, only had 2 points, 1 for 3 from the field, only took the 1-3, didn't make it. But 5 assists off the bench, did have 3 turnovers, but also did have 5 steals. That's probably a more natural role for him coming in off the bench rather than being a starter with the Stars, and I think that's a better spot for him. Frolian said a must-win for the Cavs today. Can't let the momentum keep going towards the Raptors. We were just talking about that, Frolian. It would be interesting if the Raptors were able to tie it up at 2 games apiece. The series gets very interesting at that point because ultimately it comes down to whether or not the Raptors go in a playoff game on the road with this kind of young, up-and-coming roster here in their first kind of playoff experiences. Some of them. Obviously, we know Ingram's been there. I think Barnes has one other playoff run in him. He's played in a series. Maybe not. I can't remember. Probably has. Pirtle, a veteran, but at that point in the career where he's not playing well. But Jacoby Walter hasn't been there. Off the bench, Colin Murray-Boyles hasn't been there. Jamal Shed hasn't been there. A lot of these role guys for them. Even Jameson Battle, who played 60 minutes the other day, hasn't really been there before, and he went 4 for 4 from 3. So Cleveland, a veteran-laden team with a bunch of guys who've been here before, I don't think can really afford to play and have this go to a 7-game series because it would not benefit you going into the next round where you have to play. What's going on down there in Detroit? Who knows what's going down there between Detroit and Orlando, with Orlando taking a 2-1 lead. But we'll see how that series continues to play out. Either way, I think that's going to be a dogfight against the Cleveland Cavaliers. I don't think they match up particularly well against either one of those teams. Actually, that's not true. I think Cleveland matches up actually pretty well against Detroit. Orlando, on the other hand, might be a bit of an issue, but we'll see. Last guy we want to talk about, Sandro Mamakhalashvili coming off the bench. He only played 11 minutes the other night. He's kind of hit or miss as well. We say that about a lot of these Raptors guys. Ultimately, it just kind of depends on whether or not they're going to be able to knock down perimeter shots, right? And we can kind of say that about NBA basketball in general, but when it comes to the Toronto Raptors, they don't have consistent three-point shooters. I mean, even the starting lineup, their best three-point shooter is Jacoby Walter, and without him, it would be Quickly. And even both of those guys can be pretty inconsistent from the perimeter. So relying on very inconsistent shooters between Ingram, Barrett, and Barnes from three-point range, and then even off the bench, Mamakhalashvili's inconsistent, and Jameson Battle can be inconsistent. And those are the guys you're really relying on. Jamal Shed, very inconsistent as well. Those are the guys you're really relying on to get you over the hump offensively from three-point range. So it's going to come from a variety of guys, and you're going to hope that they're going to be able to knock down some shots tonight to keep up with this Cavs team who had a poor, miserable shooting game the other night. And if they just play to their averages, Cleveland should be able to pull this one off again as they have for the first 2 games. Bonita Crandon, what's up, Crandon? Johnson, what's up, Johnson? Sorry if you already answered this. Are you covering the Spurs Blazers today? Not covering the Spurs Blazers today, unfortunately, Johnson. With me being a little sick and under the weather and dealing with all the allergy issues that I'm dealing with, I'm just not going to be able to get through it, like voice and breath-wise. Like I was really struggling to get through the Knicks game last night. So what I decided to do is I'm only going to be able to cover the 2 games. I'm going to cover the first game of the day. We're going to take a break in the middle so I can do what I got to do to get better. And then we'll do the other East game, the 76ers and the Celtics game. And then those will be the 2 games we do today. Trust me, brother, I wish I could do all 4 games today or at least 3 of them. But I can't get through it. Physically, I can't get through it. Like, I want to get through it, but I can't. NBM said, I expect the Raptors to come out hot. They should be playing extremely desperate. Again, if you're Toronto and you go to up 3-1 here, the series is kind of over, pretty much over. You have to win not just 3 games in a row, but 2 games of those have to be on the road in Cleveland. That's just tough. Southern Gen said time zones make it rough. Yeah. Spark said, what's up, Spark? Need your chef hat vibes? Yes, sir. Hopefully this is a good basketball game because we need it. We desperately need it. Here's our bingo card here for tonight. We can go through it as the game goes on, but just quickly, it's pretty much the same thing we had the other night. We didn't hit bingo. It's just kind of a fresh fresh card here, but it's all the normal things we usually have: goaltend, shot clock violation, successful challenge, travel, along with some player props, 25 and 5 for Barnes, 30 for Harden, stuff like that. We'll go through it as the game goes on. We'll go through it in the first time outbreak of the of the game. Captain Mass said, how you doing, Chevy Knicks fans? Yes, sir, Captain Mass. Yes, sir. Doing pretty all right. Doing all right. Right? Could be better. Could be worse. But we're going to keep it going. Let's take a look at the box score before we get to tip-off here. We should be coming to tip-off any second now. But if we take a look at it, their three-point shooting as a team, which was pretty horrendous. Hold on, let me get rid of those lights. Which was pretty horrendous. As a team, they were 14 of 45 from three. Pretty bad, 31%. They did hit 14 threes, which is a lot, but it took them a lot of attempts to get there. And a lot of those came off the bench. 10 of them came off the bench. Oh, no. 10 of them came off the bench. Between Max Strus, Sam Merrill, and Jalen Tyson, hitting 10 of them. Actually, 11 of them. Dennis Schroeder actually hit a three as well, which was, I assume, in garbage time. He only played 5 minutes the other night. Your starters combined for 5 made threes themselves. 1 for 7 from Donovan Mitchell, though. 3 for 10 from Harden, and 1 for 4 from Dean Wade. So that's just not going to cut it when you're playing majority of your guys in these minutes here. To be a combined, they made 5 of them. They were a combined 17, 21, 25. So they were 10 for 25, 5 for 25. I was like, 10 for 25 doesn't sound terrible. 5 for 25 sounds pretty terrible. 25%, not great at all. Or actually 20%. Can't do math. 20% for the Cleveland Cavaliers starters. Not good. And when the majority of your production is coming off the bench, that could sometimes uplift a poor starting unit. But even you look at James Harden, 8 turnovers. So clearly Toronto's defense was keyed in on pressuring their ball handlers and turning them over. And as you can see in the plus-minus, pretty bad, pretty brutal for the starters there. Again, we didn't cover the game. We didn't get to watch the game. So just going off the box score sometimes can be a little iffy, could be a little deceiving. But just going off of it, clearly I could tell that Toronto shot the heck out of the ball. Cleveland struggled from the perimeter for the most part. And it seems like they also struggled with turnovers. As a team, they had 20 turnovers. You're not going to win a ton of games turning the ball over 20 times, especially when the other team only turned it over 11. Muhammad, what's up, Muhammad? Bruce Fowler, what's up, Bruce? But we're going to go ahead and get to the tip-off here. Farm Boy TV, what's up, Farm Boy? Ian Parkins, what's up, Ian? Good game last night. Do I have to give Brown credit for that win? You do. You know, when he performs poorly, you criticize him. When he performs well, you praise him for it without discrediting the credit. It's not one or the other. It's both. He didn't perform well the first 3 games, performed decently in that 4th game. And he's got to continue to do that. Right? 1 game's not good enough, but he's going to have to continue to do that. The adjustments he made in game 4 and continue to make adjustments moving forward. Bruce said, in all seriousness, your health comes first. Working in this field, I could tell your doctor's advice would be rest your voice. Yeah. I have medication for it's asthma. It's just congestion. That's all it is. It's just a lot of congestion, right? When you have asthma, congestion can really stifle your ability to breathe, and there's medication for that I've been taking. So I'm good. That's all it is. That's all the coughing is. It's just congestion. That's all it is. It's just allergies. We'll be all right. Joe said Brown deserves a lot of credit. I think he ran 2 good lineups. He did. The rotations were much better. Again, some quibbles with some of the non-Brunson, non-Towns rotation minutes, but outside of that, we're all right. Outside of that, I liked what he did. Here we go. Toronto wins the tip. We're off and running. Pirtle has it on the left wing up top. Hands it off to Ingram. Coming to his left. Pump fakes. Ingram. Dancing with it, pulls it out, being guarded by Jared Allen on a switch. He's going to isolate now, coming to his left, stop, turn, half spin, fall away, over the 7-footer, can't get it to go. Donovan Mitchell with the rebound, bringing it down the other way. Mitchell on the left wing, picked up by Barnes. Quick crossover to his left, all the way to the rim. Scoop layup gets blocked by Pirtle. Here comes Bear picking up the loose ball, pushing it the other way. Shovels it over to Ingram. Ingram, transition, pump fakes from 3. Driving to his right, in the lane, leans in. Gets in the paint, kicks it out to Barnes. He pump fakes from 3 against Harden, pulls it out. Good defense from the Cavs so far, not giving them open look from 3. Barnes pump fakes, gets it over to Ingram. He's going to pump fake, fly by defense by Wade, all the way to the rim, reverse layup. Can't get it to go down. Pirtle can't get the tip to go. Too aggressive there. Rebounded by Wade, bringing it down the other way. Mitchell up top, coming to his left, off the Allen screen, hesitates, crosses over to his right, kicks it back out to Harden. Harden puts up the three on a good contest from Barnes anyway, can't get it to go. Rebounded by Jacoby Walter, pushing it, gets it over to Barrett. Barrett on the right wing, being guarded by Mobley. Back up top to Walter, gets it over to Ingram. He walks into a pull-up three this time, can't get it to go down. Rebounded by Scottie Barnes, goes back up and banks it in. On the little putback, first blood goes to the Raptors. 2-0. Mitchell has it up top, dancing with it against Walter. Coming to his right, crosses back over. Double cross, leaves it off for Wade, but back up top to Mobley. Attacking to his left. Faces up, now attacking to his left again. Spins, sees a double team, kicks out to Harden. An open three. Barnes too late to close out. Not a great double team. Leaves Harden open, and he makes him pay by knocking down the three. Here comes Bear bringing it down. Crosses over to his left. Down the lane in the paint. Leaves it off for Pirtle. Gets stolen by Mitchell, who just aggressively came in and knocked it out of Jakob Pirtle's hands. Here comes Harden bringing it down the other way. Harden has it up top being guarded by Barnes. They lob it down low to Jared Allen. It's a bad pass, and it's out of bounds. The ball's going to go back to the Raptors here, 3-2. Jay Hammer said, Davion on the Heat, Donovan on the Cavs. Yep. Barnes on the right wing, coming to his right, off the Jacoby Walter screen. They kick it out to Ingram. Pass fake, gets it out to Barrett. Wide open left corner three. He had a fantastic shooting game the other night and throws up a wide open air ball there for R.J. Barrett. Here comes Harden on the left wing. Bullet pass inside to Mobley. It was a bad pass, and he turns it over trying to save it. Walter picks it off over to Scottie Barnes. Bump Euro down the lane. Big one-handed hammer for Scottie Barnes. And I think he got something to say about it too, or just a mean stare down from Scottie Barnes. Either way, here come the Cavs bringing it down the other way, looking for an answer. Mitchell has it up top, being guarded by Jacoby Walter. Two really bad passes from James Harden to put his big men in bad positioning. They get it over to Wade, swings it over to Mobley. He pump fakes out on the perimeter, crosses over to his left down the lane. Ball knocked out of his hands, but a foul is called. I don't know if it's called on Ingram or Pirtle, but either way, it's side out of bounds for the Cavaliers here. Lionel Mona is a Lionel. Hopefully, you hope you slept well after the Knicks win. Nope, slept terribly. Mobley hands it off to Mitchell. Mitchell on the right wing, sidestep, pump fakes, puts up the mid-range follow-away jumper over Jacoby Walter. Well defended. Mitchell can make that shot, but it's not a great shot, and he misses it coming up short. Here comes Ingram bringing it down against Dean Wade. Stops, turns, spins, fall away in the paint. Got it to go down for Brandon Ingram. A smooth move there, and it's 6-3. Under 9 to go here. Come on, timer, keep up today. Under 9 to go here. They swing it over to Mobley, back to Harden, back inside the Mobley in the paint, trying to bully his way down. Barrett knocks the ball out of his hands. Mobley picks up and then throws it away. Ingram picks it off, bringing it down the other way, pushing it over to Walter in the paint, gets caught, kicks it out the Barnes, swings through to his right, all the way to the basket for a two-handed slam with a nice touch screen from Pirtle and a timeout from the Cleveland Cavaliers as the Toronto Raptors have come out taking it right to the Cavs. Their only made basket so far was a Harden three on a misplay from Scottie Barnes where he helped too far deep into the paint on a Mobley spin move that left Harden wide open on three. And even then, Scottie Barnes did make the effort to try and close out, but that's a very, very makeable shot, and I would consider it an open shot for Harden that he knocked down. Other than that, it's been a ton of contested shots for the Cavs so far here tonight, and obviously a lot of turnovers as well. Sparks said, good start, really good start. Scottie Barnes 3 for 3, all three of them coming at the rim, as well as two huge dunks. Joe said they got 4 turnovers already, the Cavs. Yeah, they have been turning the ball over, courtesy of James Harden putting his teammates in some bad positions. But even Evan Mobley there trying to spin in the lane, had the ball knocked out of his hands, kind of overreacted in that moment and scrambled, picking the ball up and trying to throw a cross-court pass, getting it knocked out of his hands. It's in the air up for grabs, and Ingram is able to steal it on that last play that led to the Barnes wide-open dunk. So honestly, not a great start at all in almost any regard for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Not finding any spaces in the any cracks in the Raptors' defense right now. They're gonna have to figure something out. Jay Hammer brings up Dante, not Dante, man. If you guys didn't know, if you didn't see it, Dante DiVincenzo in literally the opening minute of the Timberwolves game against the Nuggets last night tore his Achilles tendon. So out for a year, probably more. Maybe with the advancements in medical science, maybe he can get it repaired as quickly as Jason Tatum was able to, but that really sucks. Amium said, where's the fight? In the Cavs, we'll see. We'll see. I don't think the Cavs are going to be out of this early. It's only a 5-point game, 8-3. It's just a really solid start for the Raptors here. Quick timeout. Cavs will have something to say here tonight. They'll be in this. I don't expect another blowout, particularly from the opening minute here. Bruce Fowler said, that is very frustrating, sad and horrible double whammy for Dante and Ant-Man, especially Dante. Yeah, Dante's is obviously worse with the torn Achilles tendon, which is just, the league's going to have to do something, man. Like, this is just, maybe it's just a coincidental thing. I know a lot of people are like, season's too long, season's too long, season's too long, and I get that wholeheartedly, 100%. But, you know, there was also a time where everybody was saying, when everybody was tearing their ACLs, and everybody was like, oh yeah, the league is, you know, the season's too long, all of that. And now we don't even really think too harshly about ACL tears. We don't hear about them as much. They're not as often as it felt like it was in the past. We'll see, man. We'll see if it's a coincidental thing or, you know, with 5 of them happening in a 2-year span, which is a very large number for that injury, or what. But Sparks said, dude played all season, then boom, Achilles. Yeah. Tears his ACL, and Jokic had the nerve to pick a fight on top of that. Ant-Man didn't tear his ACL. Ant-Man just has but he has a deep bone bruise and a hyperextended knee. He didn't tear his ACL. He's out for a couple of weeks, probably might be the rest of the playoffs. But not as serious. Not going to require surgery or anything like that. Just needs to heal, recover, and then rehab. Here we go. We're back into the game. Mitchell has it up top. Coming to his left. Off the screen, gets an open pull-up 3 look, can't get it to go. Jared Allen right there, can't get the tip. Battle for the rebound. Allen pulls it down, goes back up, gets stripped again, out of bounds off of Jared Allen, and the ball is going to go back to the Raptors. And that play right there, little emblematic of what Jared Allen's issue has been throughout his career, of just not being tough and physical enough with the ball in his hands. As Barnes brings it down, swings it in the corner, a 3 from Walter, can't get it to go. Battle for the rebound. Mobley skies and snatches it, and they get over to Harden. Harden will bring it down. Harden, up top, being guarded by Walter, coming to his left, bullying his way to the basket, spins to his right, step back, pull-up jumper over him, got it to go, and the foul over Jacoby Walter. He's going to send Harden to the foul line for one more. Lewis and Ant-Man should be back. Maybe it's a couple-week injury, multi-week injury. It's not like he's going to rest for a couple of days and he'll be all right. It's a multi-week injury. I could see him being out the remainder of the playoffs. I could see him. He's definitely not going to play the remainder of this series, even if it goes 7. Harden misses the free throw, though. Barnes picks up the rebound and gets fouled, I believe, by Mobley there. Joe said the Orlando player did a Halliburton yesterday. I forgot who. It was Boncaro. Boncaro threw up a straightaway 3, hit the back of the rim, went all the way up to the Raptors, and then fell right through the basket. But here we go. Scottie Barnes bringing it down against Dean Wade. He has it up top, gets it over to Ingram. Ingram at the foul line. Jab step, jab step, jab step. Coming to his left, swings it over to Barnes on the left wing. He'll fire up the 3. Hit can't get it to go down. Rebounded by Donovan Mitchell, bringing it down the other way. It's 8-5, a 3-point lead for the Raptors. They lob it over the top. Mitchell, left wing, extra pass. Dean Wade at the left corner. Pump fake, fly-by defense from Ingram. They kick it back out to Mobley. He'll line up a right wing 3 after stepping behind the 3-point line. Can't get it to go. Walter crashes in for the rebound. Bringing it down is RJ Barrett on the outlet. In and out dribble, coming to his right. Bullies his way to the basket, but ball knocked out of his hands by Mobley. Good hands, good defense from Mobley. Bad decision there from RJ. Here comes Mitchell bringing it down. Donovan Mitchell, quick crossover to his left, gets it over to Mobley along the baseline, stop, turn, spin, gets it over to Harden, curling down the middle of the lane, kicks it back out to Wade, ran off the 3-point line again, kicks it back over to Mobley, he'll line up the left corner 3, in and out, can't get it to stay, battle for the rebound, Jared Allen knocks it out, but picked up by Walter, here comes Barnes. Barnes tried to get over to Ingram, but Jared Allen hustled back, now they get over to Harden, Harden picked up by Barnes, he's going to wait, leaves it off for Mobley, down the middle of the lane for the 2-handed slam. Cleveland's half-court offense not looking so good. Not looking so good, but it's a 1-point game. Cleveland right back into it. They got more than enough time, obviously, to figure it out. But even Toronto's struggling to put the ball in the basket right now against Cleveland's defense. It's been a defensive matchup for sure. Barnes, I do like more of the shots that Toronto has gotten, though, as RJ Barrett lines up a right wing 3, can't get it to go down. Here comes Harden bringing it down the other way. He has it on the left wing. Coming to his right up top, driving it down, swings it out to Wade. Wade walks into a pull-up 3 in transition. He can't get it to go down. Jakob Poeltl the rebound. A lot of missed shots here from both sides right now. Ingram bringing it down up top, being guarded by Mobley. Ingram coming to his right, gets to the foul line, little fall away jumper, too strong. Pirtle battling on the glass, rebound knocked into the air. Barrett picks it up, flips it up at the rim, got it to go down for RJ Barrett. Got an easy one there. Launching up a lot of jump shots for RJ to start. Couldn't get any of them to go down. That one in the paint. Knocks down the little flip shot. Harden crosses over to his left, dancing around the screen. Gets it out to Wade, back to Harden. Harden up top being guarded by Ingram. Harden's going to dance with it. Step back, kicks it out to Wade. Ran off the line by Barnes. Coming to his left in the paint. Stops, turns, got nowhere to go. Steps through. Lefty layup off glass. Got it to go for Dean Wade. Scottie Barnes overplaying that possession there. They get it into Barrett. He's going to quickly push it down the other end. Barrett, cross-court pass. Jacoby Walter, a right wing three. Comes up well short. Rebound right back to Walter. Going along the baseline. Gets caught in the air. Kicks out to Ingram. Ingram puts up the jumper. Can't get it to go. 10-9 here. Again, a lot of missed shots here for both sides, especially these three-point attempts and these jump shots. Mitchell double cross coming to his right. Pulls it back. Puts up the three. Over Walter. Got it to go. And there's one going down for either side. And a timeout for the Toronto Raptors. Want to get some of their bench guys in the game now who are sitting at the scores table. James said, "And won't be back for the Nuggets?" Nope. Might not even be back for the next series, which would end up being against the San Antonio Spurs if the Spurs end up making it. Game 4 tonight. Blazers Spurs. Wemby is back, I believe, but we'll see. Sons Gen said F in the chat for Crandon. Yeah, it's really unfortunate that the Timberwolves season, even if they're likely to and probably will end up winning the series, but even if they end up winning, you have to go into the next round, play the Spurs with no Anthony Edwards and no Dante DiVincenzo. What felt like a possible championship contending season, thrown out the window. Jeff Brown said, "I hope you feel better." Thank you, Jeff. I hope so too. Bruce said, "What do you make of Cleveland last year? Struggled. Detroit this year, struggling. Both clear regular season best teams and postseason performances." They were very flawed teams who approached the regular season with something to prove and really wanted to play extremely well in the regular season and took the regular season very seriously. In the Pistons' case, they played the regular season as intensely as teams play in the playoffs, which I think is part of the reason they might be struggling a little bit right now, where it's like, what do you mean there's another level that teams could hit come playoff time? We've been playing at this level all season long. But it's also a flawed roster for the for the Detroit Pistons, right? Just in their regard, we'll talk about the Cavs last season as well. Just in their regard, they're just a flawed roster. Everybody knew they were a flawed roster. They had the opportunity to improve their roster at the deadline, and they chose not to. They chose vibes over improving their roster, improving their talent, improving their deficiencies. We said it all season long. They struggle in the half court, and what happens in the playoffs? It becomes a half court game. The only guy they have that is a true blue creator is Cade Cunningham. They don't have anybody else who can put the ball in the basket if you just gave them the ball and you say, "Hey, go get me a basket." Who can do it? Tobias Harris in spurts, I guess, in certain spots on the court, but not consistently. And it's not really a guy you're going to want to rely on, and you're not going to make a deep playoff run if he's the guy you're having to rely on. Jalen Duren is getting outclassed and out-physicaled right now by Wendell Carter Jr. because the guy has a limitation offensively. I don't understand why he can't be a bit better in the post, why they can't give it to him in the post and be like, "Hey, man, can you just turn around and knock down a hook shot?" You're getting good positioning. He's just in his own head, not playing well at all. But again, they don't have anybody outside of Cade Cunningham to direct that offense. They go off the bench, and their next best option is Dennis Jenkins. That ain't going to work, man. Mike Justice is the Mike. Pistons because Duren is not built for the big stage. He didn't have a particularly good playoffs last year when he played the Knicks. Not having particularly good playoffs this year. Obviously, he needs to make major improvements to his game overall. Maybe that mid-range jumper is something he needs to seriously consider working on this offseason. Maybe more patience and finesse in the post. Maybe it's I don't know. Maybe it's developing a perimeter shot. I don't think he has to go that far in his development, but maybe just a little face-up, pull-up jumper out of the mid-range there, just as an option in terms of his offense, because he's really just a play finisher, and that's it. He has shown a little bit more, but man, it's not looking good, obviously. Now, in regard to the Cavs last season and how they struggled in the playoffs, a lot of that also had to do with injuries. Garland was not healthy for the playoff run, where he was healthy in the regular season, and ultimately that sank their playoff opportunity, and then Donovan Mitchell gets hurt. Mobley was dealing with a calf strain and stuff like that. And they were also a flawed team with guys who were iffy come playoff time between Allen and Mobley. But that, when it comes to the playoffs, they got to heave it up. The shot clock winding down. They throw up an air ball. There's a shot clock violation. That's 1 for our bingo card. Shot clock violation. But ultimately it's flawed rosters who have taken who took the regular season more seriously than others, and also had healthier seasons than a lot of other teams. Jared Allen has it up top. Like the Cleveland Cavaliers had a very healthy season last year in the regular season, but got hurt in the playoffs. Harden has it in the mid-post. Also, playoffs are about matchups at times. Harden tries to spin off a Shed, and he picks his pocket. What a defensive play from Jamal Shed. Over to Ingram, shot out of a cannon. Euros down the lane, finger roll layup, smokes the layup. Brandon Ingram, brother, we got to get some of these to go down, man. Can't get all the way to the basket for an easy layup and miss it. They get over to Harden, crosses over to his left down the lane, over to Strus, left wing pump fake, driving to his left, spins back to his right, kicks it out to Tyson, who's just checked in, coming to his left down the lane, leans in, puts up the floater, can't get it to go, gets blocked by Jacoby Walter. And they say it's out of bounds off of Tyson, and Tyson saying, I got blocked. He blocked it. It's off of him. But nobody's looking. Nobody's going to change the call. Kenny Atkinson's going to use a challenge there. Let's see the replay. There's a lot of contact there. I wonder if they might change this to a foul as well. Not a terrible challenge from Atkinson, but they might rule this clean and still out of bounds. Off of Tyson, we'll see. They only showed the replay one time before going to a commercial, so we don't know. Speak English, Moon. What's up, Speak? What's up, Speak? First quarter score, 12 to 10. Cleveland up by 2 with 4 minutes to go, a little over 4 minutes to go. TD in the morning said these playoffs have been full of upsets, and we are not even out of round 1. Yeah. I mean, the Lakers over the Rockets, even though the Lakers were the higher seed, is still an upset because of the Luka Doncic, Austin Reeves injury. The fact that it might end up being a sweep is an upset in and of itself. The Hawks winning 2 games on the Knicks in the first 4 is a bit of an upset. Orlando being up 2-1 is an upset. There is a little bit of an unpredictability to start the playoff round here. Now, I think most of it will still end up going chalk. I think Detroit will find a way out of that Orlando series. I wouldn't be surprised if that were to happen. I think the Knicks will beat the Hawks. I think the Celtics, who got surprised by the Pistons after game 1 in both 2 and 3, splitting the games there. I think the Celtics will find a way out of that one. I think Cleveland will end up winning this series. So I think everything will still end up chalk, but I think what you're getting is just really awesome competitive basketball games on a nightly basis. Farm Boy TV said Knicks versus Hawks, Knicks wins, Knicks versus Sixers, Knicks wins. Magic versus Knicks, of course, Knicks win. Then NBA Finals versus the Wolves. The NBA Finals, and of course, end of curse. Knicks will win the NBA Finals versus the Wolves. Wolves not going to be able to make it without Anthony Edwards, though. And Dante DiVincenzo, as a matter of fact. Lorenzo, what's up, Lorenzo? They shouldn't play Wemby this game. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Again, I don't know the severity of his concussion. If he has a concussion or if he's just in protocol. What's going on? I know he was questionable for game 3, right? That was game 3. Tonight is game 4. So I'm sure he'll be questionable again in game time decision. So we'll see if he ends up playing or not. Bruce Fowler said, should you really be trying to break your butt for the top spot? It seems especially in the East, it's war of attrition. Just retain a top 3 spot knowing the competition is relatively even. I mean, in both conferences, it's a bit of attrition right now. Look at the Lakers. Doncic and Reeves go down right before the playoffs start. If they didn't have the favorable matchup against this terrible Rockets team, they might have been out in the first round. Probably going to be out in the second round against the Thunder. You look at the Nuggets with Aaron Gordon situation. He hasn't been healthy at all during this playoff run, and he's the key that makes that team go. And they're going to end up going out in the first round. You look at the Timberwolves, out Anthony Edwards and Dante DiVincenzo now. They're going to be out in the next round. It's become a bit of attrition in the NBA here, which is why a lot of people are making the argument that the season is too long. Jalen Tyson, successful challenge, by the way. That's another thing on the bingo card. Successful challenge. And Tyson, they actually ruled it a foul. And Tyson said the foul went for 2. And he misses both. That's also, I believe, on the bingo card. Wow. Here comes Jamal Shead bringing it down. Mr. Winters with the subscription. Appreciate you, Mr. Winters. Hope you're having a good time tonight. Barrett up top, swings through to his left, gets it out to Jamal Shead. A left wing three, no hesitation, comes up short. Rebounded by Mobley, bringing it down the other way. Mobley swings it over to Schroeder. Swings through to his right up the screen. Gets it to Mobley in the post, being guarded by Mamukelashvili. Steps through, gets stripped. Strus picks up the loose ball and gets fouled as he flips it up to the rim. He's going to go to the foul line for two. As far as competing for the top spot in your conference, I think for the answer to that, you look at what the Knicks did this year. Obviously, I could speak to that more clearly. As Strus misses a free throw, 3 straight missed free throws for Cleveland here. I could speak more clearly to what the Knicks did this year because we covered every single game. But also, if you look at the best team in the league, the Oklahoma City Thunder. They started the season, 24-1, 25-1, something like that. And they really had an opportunity to go for 70 wins this year. And then they lost like 2 in a row, I think, and they were like, oh, okay, you know what we're going to do? We're going to load manage the rest of the year. If a guy's not feeling 100%, we're going to wait till he's 100% before we bring him back into the rotation. And I think more teams are just going to do that in the regular season. Closing out to the three-point line, recovering to the paint, closing back out as Murray Boyles Euros down the lane, gets blocked by Mobley. Clearly puts too much strain on a player's body over the course of an 82-game season, right? Like, there's way too much going on. There's way too much movement going on in modern NBA in comparison to previous NBA seasons, which is why a lot of people are now advocating pretty heavily for a shorter schedule. But I don't think we'll ever get that. So I think the next course of action is player management, load management. If you're not 100%, we're not going to have you out there. Donovan Mitchell bringing it down. He has it up top. Crosses over to his right as Murray Boyles misses another floater in the lane. Mitchell, rhythm dribble, pull up three, can't get it to go. Rebounded by Mamukelashvili, over to Shead, over to Barnes, bringing it down, shot out of a cannon, swings it out to Murray Boyles, pump fakes, bringing it down, picks up his handle, gets it back to Barnes in the post, back to Murray Boyles, down the lane, gets stripped, loose ball, and it's out of bounds. It's going to stay here with the Raptors at least, saving the possession a bit there. 3 minutes to go in this first quarter, 13-10, 3-point lead for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Baby Reem, what's up, Baby Reem? It's 1:30 left. Jameson Battle checks in. Your TV is behind? I'm as live as I could be. You got to remember, brother, you're watching a stream of someone who is watching a stream and trying to give you the play-by-play of it. So I'm always going to be a bit behind you. There's really nothing I can do about it. I'm as caught up as I could possibly be. Barnes gets it into Murray Boyles in the lane, takes a dribble, gets stripped again, out of bounds. It's going to go to the Raptors now. Defending Murray Boyles much better in this game than they did in the previous game, forcing it a little bit there as well. Let's pull up our bingo card because we got a couple of things to update here. This is the Raptors versus Cavs game. Bruce Fowler said owners want more games, always, NBA professional athletes. Yep, they want more games, which is why they introduced the in-season tournament. The Knicks actually played 83 games this year, so is the Spurs. They played one more game than they should have. Mitchell has it up top, coming to his left, driving it down in the lane, pulls it out, swings it out to Tyson, attacking to his left, pass Mamukelashvili, kicks it out to Schroeder. He'll line up the three over Shead. Well short, looks like maybe Shead got a piece of it. Mamukelashvili picks up the air ball, bringing it down the other way, over to Scottie Barnes, shot out of a cannon down the lane, layup. Got it to go down. Scottie Barnes just going right through the chest of Evan Mobley there. And it's 13-12. Mobley tries to get it over to Schroeder. Ball knocked loose, but Schroeder able to gather it. He has it up top being guarded by Shead. The defense has been pretty excellent here tonight, but it's been pretty atrocious offense from both sides. Dennis Schroeder has it up top. It's 13-12 with 2 minutes to go. This is awful offense. Schroeder picks up his handle, gets it out to Tyson. Jab step back three for Tyson. In and out, can't get it to stay. Barnes with the rebound, bringing it down the other way. Barnes telling everybody to run. This is your best opportunity to score. Your half-court offense is not working. Barnes in the lane, kicks it out. Battle. A no-dip, quick catch-and-fire three. Throws up an air ball. It's way too strong. Mitchell with the rebound. Here comes Schroeder. Bringing it down. 1:40 to go here. Schroeder, cross-court pass to Tyson. Tyson trying to get it to Mitchell. Good ball denial from Mamukelashvili there. They get over to Schroeder up top, being guarded by Barnes. Dennis Schroeder coming to his right up the screen. Battle switches onto him. Schroeder's going to dance with it. Coming to his left down the lane. Lefty layup. Got it to go down for Dennis Schroeder. 15-12 now, 1:20 to go. John Brennan, what's up, John? Barnes has it up top, coming to his left off the screen, tries to throw down low, but it hits the side of the head of Murray Boyles. The pass was not intended for Murray Boyles. Mitchell Euros down the lane, trips up. Mitchell was looking for a foul call. Not sure who tripped him up, if he lost his own balance or what, but Barnes ended up getting the block, clean block, out of bounds. I think he just misstepped. So Cleveland will keep possession here with a little over a minute to go. Mitchell tries to get it into Tyson and throws it to nobody. Mama College really easily picks it off. Here comes Shed bringing it down over to Barnes. Barnes up top being guarded by Tyson. Coming to his right. Stops. Sees a triple team. Kicks out to Mama College really. He'll line up the straightaway three. In and out, can't get to stay. And both teams continue this miserable shooting. 15-12 in this first quarter is horrendous offense. 30% from the field for Cleveland. 24% from the field for Toronto. Schroeder has it up top being guarded by Battle. 37 seconds to go. Schroeder, isolating, crosses over to his left, hesitates, stops, turns, shoves it over to Mobley, a floater. Too strong, can't get it to go down. Mamu Kalashvili the rebound. And now here comes Barnes walking it down for what could be the final shot of the quarter, though there's about a 6-second difference between game clock and shot clock. Barnes has it up top being guarded by Strus. Barnes directing traffic. Coming to his left, now crossing over to his right for Shed screen, driving it down against Schroeder, leans in, inside pass to Murray Boyles for the dunk. What a pass, what vision from Barnes to sneak it past Mobley there. And a nice movement from Murray Boyles to sneak behind him along that baseline to find himself open under the basket. And the Cavs and Mitchell will have the final shot here, 7 seconds to go. Stops, puts up, pump fakes actually, can't get the shot off, shoves it over to Tyson. Shot clock winding down, jab step, throws up the floor to the buzzer, and he banks it in for Jalen Tyson. Give it to him. It is 17-14, a really horrendous first quarter offensive game here so far for both sides. 17-14 is a horrific first quarter score. That is terrible. Tay Cowboy said, how are we doing on our bingo for our game? I forgot all about it. I've been trying to get to updating it, but it was such a fast-paced game. There were no timeouts, no stoppages, no fouls, no nothing. So we couldn't update it. What we did have, we had a successful challenge. We had a shot clock violation. And I think we had one more thing, a travel. We had a travel. So already 3 things filled in after that first quarter. Roger G. Wall said, haven't seen that low scoring from both sides in a while. Yeah, every now and again you get one team that just comes out flat and has a low scoring quarter for sure, or just a low scoring quarter in general. It could be a first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter, whatever. A fourth quarter this poor, where both teams are under 20 points scored, is pretty horrendous. Donovan Mitchell, 1 for 6 from 3. Mobley, 1 for 5. Schroeder 1 for 2, Tyson 1 for 2. Nobody's made more than one shot in this lineup right now. You go over to the Raptors, Barnes 4 for 6, 3 boards and an assist. But outside of that, Murray Boyles is the only one with that two-handed slam at the end of the quarter there, is the only other one who scored. Everybody else has missed their one shot. Derek Howell, what's up, Derek? Chad Mecca, what's up, Chad? Playoff legs meet a 1 p.m. game start. There's going to be some stiffness. Yeah, that's a good point. Very good point. Up there in Toronto, 1 p.m. start time. Neither team really had the legs right there to knock down jump shots. We'll see. Obviously, that should change as the game goes on, because you should be, feeling yourself into it, warming your body up going into the game, but we'll see. We'll see. It could be one of those nights when neither team just knocks down shots. John Brennan said, Tyson missed 2 free throws. Yes, sir. That's another one. Thank you, John. Thank you, John. Two consecutive missed free throws. Where is that? All the way down here. So any made threes props, not looking good here tonight. Not looking good tonight. Bruce Fowler said, what the heck are they going to do with Cleveland next year? They are stuck in the middle. They kind of went all in with this Harden move, although if they really wanted to go all in, they can look to swap Mobley for a star player. That might fit better, or Jared Allen, and just move off of this double big lineup that I don't think particularly works that well between Mobley and Allen. I would look to move off of Jared Allen, but I'm not sure what kind of value he has around the league and who you can get that is better than him. But Chi-Chi, what's up, Chi-Chi? I want to be clear about this. There's only one person taking us to the promised land, and his name is Patrick Ewing. Well, it's going to take a whole team effort. Long gone are the days where one player can carry you to a finals, let alone a championship. It's got to be all hands on deck. That's why it's been my favorite phrase this year. Eli Puentes, what's up, Eli? Mitchell is playing so bad. He's playing extremely bad for sure. Jeff Brown said, or Star could come home, maybe. Maybe he could, Jeff. Maybe he could. What kind of contract is he looking for? Will he take the minimum? I mean, you guys are pretty cap-strapped with your core four right now. Well, would he take the minimum? Barnes comes up with a good chase down block to start the quarter here. They swing it out. Jacoby Walter wide open left wing three, and he still can't get it to go down. Loose ball knocked over to Schroeder, bringing it down the other way. Schroeder on the left wing, attacking bad off the bounce all the way to the rim for the layup, and his quickness just killing Jameson Bass. The second time he's blown right past him. 19-14 now. Barrett bringing it down. He has it up top. Over to Barnes, coming to his right off the Pirtle screen, sleeves it off of Pirtle, throws up the floater, way off on that one. Tyson, the rebound, saves it over to Schroeder, bringing it down the other way, on the right side of the court. Schroeder, in and out dribble, coming to his left, stops, pulls it back out, waiting for his teammate to join him. Now they get over to Tyson, who was late to get back. They get over to Schroeder, they swing it over to Merrill, pump fake, ran off the line by Barrett, in the paint, pump fake, pump fake, pump fake. Steps in, gets it over to Mobley. Mobley stops, turns, spins, follow away jumper over Pirtle, well defended, can't get it to go. Barrett snatches down a strong rebound in the paint over Tyson, and now RJ Barrett bringing it down, putting his head down, attacking, leaning in, bump Euro down the lane, lefty layup, can't get it to go. Pirtle in the glass, tips it up, can't get it to go down, grabs his own offensive rebound, kicks it out to Barnes, a three on the right wing. Barnes way off on that one, hits the backboard, doesn't touch the rim, bounces out to Dennis Schroeder, and he's bringing it down the other way. Schroeder up top, crosses over to his left on Pirtle, blows right past him for another scoop layup for Dennis Schroeder. His speed is killing the Raptors here today. His speed and quickness is just dominating this matchup, whether it's Battle or that time Pirtle. Neither of those guys able to keep up at all. Barnes going right again through the chest of Evan Mobley and draws a foul either on Mobley or Tyson there. Either way, Barnes will go to the foul line for two. Bruce Fowler said, Cleveland about to become Atlanta, Mr. Mediocre? We'll see. If LeBron James decides next year's my last year, and I'm going to retire with the Cavs, and I'll take the minimum, suddenly their wing problem isn't so much of a problem. We'll see what LeBron decides to do next year. It seems like he's out in LA. But maybe not. Maybe this run right here in this playoffs is making LA go, maybe we'll take him back next year. Who knows? Eli said Donovan Mitchell might have a career low for points. He usually has a pretty explosive quarter. He's 1 for 7 so far, but he'll find his way out of it. He'll get to the paint. He'll knock down shots as the game goes on. John Brennan said, shout out to Anthony Mason. Shout out to Anthony Mason. The Raptors, Barnes splits the free throws there. Schroeder up top. Coming to his left. 1:10 to go here. They get over to Mitchell. Mitchell up top being guarded by Barnes. Donovan Mitchell directing traffic, coming to his left. Being defended by Barrett, excuse me. Mitchell sees the double team inside the Schroeder, leans in, floater off glass, got it to go down. And again, Dennis Schroeder has been the outlet so far here tonight after a pretty disastrous Game 3 where he barely played. Tonight has been the deciding factor, giving Cleveland his 8-point lead. Kalashvili in the paint gets fouled by Schroeder, but on a pass attempt, not a foul, not a shot attempt. 23-15 here. Toronto yet to score. They scored 1 point. They had 14 points. Barnes knocked down the one free throw. That's been it. They haven't made a shot this quarter. Pirtle has it up top. Gets it out to Walter. Jacoby Walter, straightaway three. Comes up short again. Barnes battling on the glass for the rebound. Can't grab it. Schroeder able to grab it. Kalashvili jumps the cross-court pass. Steals it. Shovels it inside to Barnes. Barnes in the paint. Goes through the contact. Can't get the layup. Snags his own off in the rebound. Goes back up. Draws the foul. He's going back to the foul line. He's working in the paint, man. He is bodying guys down there and just moving them out of the way with his strength and his size, throwing his weight around drastically, whether it's Mobley or Tyson in this regard on this play or Mitchell who's down there as well. It has not mattered. He is moving these guys out of the paint. Couldn't get the shot to go down, but he will go to the foul line for two. Us versus us. Where's Unity? What's up, Unity? Is Donovan a generational talent? No. How many championships does he need to become a top 10? Like 5. No, he's not a generational talent. And he hasn't even made a conference finals, brother. And we talk about championships with Donovan Mitchell. Can he make a conference finals first? Jay Hammer, you think Giants 11 wins? Not the time for football talk, but I don't mind it. Barnes splits the free throws again, by the way. 16 to 23 here. Mitchell has it up top, dancing with this, sees a double team, crosses over to his right, leaves it off for Keon Ellis, who checks in. They kick it out to Harden, who's checked back in. Harden being guarded by Mamu Kalashvili. They're using him more as a wing, Mamu Kalashvili. They swing it over to Ellis, wide open left wing three, off the back rim, can't get it to go. Mobley skies for the rebound in the paint, kicks it out. Sam Merrill, wide open right corner three. He can't get it to go either. Mamu Kalashvili knocks the rebound over to Barnes. Here comes Jacoby Walter, bringing it down on the right wing. Pulls it back out to run some offense to get over to Barrett. And Barnes, last one to get back, man, he looks exhausted. Barrett up top, coming to his right up the Walter screen. Coming to his left, behind his back, being guarded by Harden. Coming to his right, down the lane, leans in, floater off glass, can't get it to go. Battle for the rebound. Pirtle knocks it loose. Mamu Kalashvili picks it up, pulls it all the way back out. Gets it over to Barnes. Barnes being guarded by Mitchell. He's just going to put his head down and go to the basket in the paint. Kicks it out. Walter, extra pass. Barrett, he'll line up the right corner three. Barrett gets it to go down. A three-point shot was made by the Raptors. Oh, my goodness. I believe they're first of the game. Yep, they're first of the game. They were 1 for 15. Cleveland not much better at 2 for 12. Mitchell up top being guarded by Barrett on a switch. Mitchell's going to dance with it. In and out dribble coming to his right down the lane. Tries to kick it out. Oh, got stolen. Got knocked out of the air, but Ellis able to pick it back up. They kick it out to Harden. Shot clock still at 5. Down the lane in the paint. Throws up the floater. Gets it to go down. Sometimes you need your starter to just go get you a bucket. And that's what Harden and Mitchell specialize in. Harden up to 7 points. He's 3 for 4. Barrett up top coming to his right, blowing right past James Harden. That's not what he specializes in. They kick it out to Mamu Kalashvili, tries to throw the extra pass. Merrill knocks it out of bounds all the way in the backcourt. So the Raptors get them to inbound it under their own basket. No, under their own basket on the other side of the court, bringing down the full length of the court with only 7 seconds left on their shot clock. 7:45 to go in this game. Man, what's up, man? Blems, what's up, Blems? Felipe. D. Mitchell will never be a star if he doesn't go to the rim hard. Donovan Mitchell is an explosive athlete, but we got to remember he's about 6'1". You know? He does have to get to the rim, of course, but the defense is packing the paint on him, especially on a night where nobody can knock down perimeter shots. The Raptors and the Cavs have both decided we're just going to pack the paint, and whoever knocks down shots tonight will find a way to pull it out. Here comes Jamal Shed bringing it down. Shot clock went down. They throw the hit ahead to Ingram. Ingram 1-on-1 against Jared Allen. Gets into the paint. Can't get the floater to go down. Can't get the friendly roll. And the ball is being brought down by Ellis on the right wing. Keon Ellis picks up his handle. Gets it over to Harden. Being guarded by Shed. Harden telling Jared Allen to get out of the paint. He's going to run a pick and roll with Wade. Shed knocks the ball loose. Harden picks it back up. And Harden's in the backcourt. Harden was expecting the refs to give Jamal Shed a little ticky-tack push foul. They don't reward James Harden for just being off balance there, as Harden was expecting it and just walked behind the three-point line expecting the ref to give him the call. They don't. And embarrassingly, he turns it over. Jamal Shed's got it inbounded here. They get it into Murray Boyles. Gets it back out to Shed. 7:20 to go here. Shed up top being guarded by Sam Merrill. Jamal Shed calling out a set. They're trying to, looks like, get it to Ingram. Ingram doesn't come to the ball, so Shed's going to run a pick and roll with Mamu Kalashvili. He's going to dance with it now against Harden. Shot clock winding down in the paint. Leaves it off for Murray Boyles. A beautiful pass from Shed, leading Murray Boyles open there. It was a very small pocket, but he snuck it in there, and Murray Boyles knocks down the tough shot in the paint over the defense. Harden swings it out to Merrill. He'll line up the right wing three, high arcing shot, and he gets a three-point shot to go down. Finally, another one goes down. 28-21 here. It's a rock fight out there, fellas. Barrett has it on the left wing, attacking down the lane, across the baseline, leans in, puts up the floater, can't get it to go, looking for a foul, doesn't get it. It'll at least stay here with the Raptors, though. It's out of bounds off of Allen. 6:40 to go, and we're going to get a timeout. We're going to get a breather. Bruce said, the way we throw his name around, like the pretty girl who, for some reason, has a bad reputation? Whose name? Who are we talking about? Jonathan said, if you don't move out of the way, what are you here for, brother? You here for stats? Because you're on the internet anyway. Just go to ESPN.com. Kevin Ellis said, Chevy, you're always mentioning a player being too old to do what they used to do, yet when you mention LeBron going back to Cleveland, you actually think he can carry the team. LeBron's too old. When did I say he would be carrying the team? I said he'd fit in as the wing on this team that they don't have. Would you rather have LeBron James as your starting wing or Dean Wade? When did I say he'd carry this Cavs team? You got Allen, Harden, Mitchell, and Mobley, which is why I said if he comes over to the Cavs on the vet minimum. When did I say he would carry this team? Too often, people try to put words in your mouth. When did I say that? When did I make that argument? Jay Hammer said SGA is a nerd. Nerds get not allowed. Maybe Kawhi Wemby. Felipe said, I want to know. Want to know what? John said, here for everything? I got you, brother, which is why I'm pacing back and forth. Rob said he's not going on the minimum. We don't know that. We don't know that. Maybe he's like, I'll do 1 year on the minimum as a retirement tour, and then I'm done. Right? And I want to retire with the Cavs, and I don't want to mess up the team that they have, and I'll go there on the minimum. He's a free agent. What if he does? What if he just says, I'm going to go on the minimum? What then? Right? That's I think the question everybody will be asking. Because I don't think Cleveland will move heaven and earth to get James on the team if it means tearing down the team that they have. I guess they can look to trade James Harden, but I don't know what kind of value he'd have around the league in a trade. Q, what's up, Q? QJ. I think Tatum belongs above Cunningham. This season, with him coming back from the injury, maybe long-term, yeah. But just coming back from the injury, I think it's fair to have Cunningham over Tatum, just for this season. Man said, trade Allen and Wade for LeBron. Does that work salary-wise? It'd have to be a sign and trade. I guess maybe. I guess. But then you'd also have to sign a big man in the offseason, some kind of big man, which I guess you could also find a serviceable big man to replace Jared Allen. They already are playing without a backup big man. So just to have Evan Mobley play center is pretty rough. A pretty rough ask. Q, so we're talking legacy. Gotcha. Yeah, you have to have Tatum. Tatum's got a championship. Cade Cunningham has yet to win a playoff series, and he's down 2-1 against the Orlando Magic in a 1-8 matchup. So, yeah, you have to have Tatum over Cade Cunningham. This is pretty much Cade's first full, really awesome season. Tatum's been doing it for years. Stephon Tony, what's up, Steph? Or Steven Tony? Stephon? Tony? Can I just call you Tony? Up to you, brother, but I appreciate you. Ingram, the mid-range pull-up jumper, can't get it to go off the inbound. Allen, the rebound. Here comes Harden. Harden bringing it down. Has it up top. Being guarded by Murray Boyles. Dancing with it. Crossing over to his left. Gets it over to Merrill. A left wing three from Merrill. Can't get it to go. Fight for the loose ball rebound. Murray Boyles picks it up after Jamal Shed knocked it loose. Quick outlet to Ingram, who is 1-for-10 here tonight. A disastrous outing for him. All the way to the basket. Layup, can't get it to go. Murray Boyles, the offensive rebound. He can't get it to go. Barrett, the offensive rebound. He gets fouled. He's going to the foul line for 2. The Raptors just beating him up on the glass here tonight, whether it's Barnes, Barrett, Murray, Boyles, everybody getting on the action here. It's a little over 6 minutes to go here. We're at the halfway point of the second quarter. It's 28-21. This is genuinely one of the worst offensive games I've ever seen in my life. Maybe not offensive games. Maybe that's the way of phrasing it. It's definitely one of the worst shot-making games I've ever seen in my life. As Barrett misses a free throw. We're getting missed free throws, missed jump shots, missed layups, all of it here tonight. It's 28-21, halfway through the second. This is a first quarter score. This should be what the score was at the end of the first quarter, and we're halfway through the second quarter. This is horrendous. It is some really good defense for sure. It's also horrendous shot making. Barrett misses 2 free throws. My goodness, nothing going down here tonight. 6 minutes to go in this second quarter. Harden bringing it down against Barnes. Coming to is right up the screens, throws the slip pass into Ellis. They swing it around, Wade up top. They swing it back up top to Harden. Good rotations from the Raptors there. Harden gets caught in the air, kicks it over to Wade. Wade's got nowhere to go. He has it in the corner against Shed. He does have the size advantage, but he doesn't have the handle. He has nowhere to go. He just turns and fires with the shot clock winding down, and he knocks down the turnaround fall-away jumper. Size wins in that matchup. And it's a 9-point lead for Cleveland. And with the way the offenses are going tonight, this might as well be a 15-point lead. Murray Boyles down the lane, gets the and one, the layup over Jared Allen. He's going to the foul line for one more. Jamal Shed gets an assist on that one. Nice pass from him on the cross-court pass. Man said the game's not going to 100 points. Brother, I think we'd be lucky to get to 80 at this point. We might be lucky to get to 80. This is a horrendous game. Murray Boyles does knock down his and one free throw, so it's a 6-point game, 30-24. Scottie Barnes is face guarding James Harden here. And that's an offensive foul on James Harden. Barnes takes a bit of a dive, let's be honest. Barnes flops a little bit there just to get the attention of the official, which definitely worked. James Harden did try and discard him by just shoving him in the back out of the way. It wasn't, in my opinion, too hard of a push so that Scottie Barnes would go flying across the floor. But Scottie Barnes did what he had to do to get the call. He got the call. It's an offensive foul, and Harden really can't argue with it. It is an offensive foul. Barnes bringing it down. He has it up top. 5:30 to go here. Barnes, in and out dribble, being guarded by Harden. He slips, so Barnes going to go right past him down the lane. Gets swatted by Jared Allen at the rim. Here comes Ellis, gets a running start. Beautiful in and out move, but the Raptors do a good job hustling back to get over to Merrill, over to Wade, back to Merrill. Ran off the line by Ingram, down the lane, gets stripped by Jacoby Walter out of bounds. It'll stay here with Cleveland, though. Rob said the live under-over is 190.5. I think we would be lucky to get that, brother. I'm still taking the under. I guess at some point, one of these teams has to get hot from the perimeter, but man, it's been disgusting. It has been disgusting. They get it into Merrill off the inbound, a wide open three, can't get it to go. Shed the rebound, throws the quick outlet pass to Murray Boyles, who beats everybody down the court for the big two-handed hammer. And just like that, we're back to 4, 30-26, under 5 to go. And Toronto crowd finally senses a bit of excitement here. We're going to get a timeout. I guess we're going to get a timeout here. Bruce said, setting NBA playoff basketball back 30 years. Maybe just 20 years. Well, maybe like 25 years. Those like early to mid 2000 years, it got rough. It got rough in the early to mid 2000s. TD in the morning said, QT, this rate will be lucky to see, at this rate, gotcha. At this rate, we'll be lucky to see 60 points. I mean, if both teams are below 40 points by the end of this first half, this would be an insane score. And we're on pace for that. We are on pace for under 40 points for both sides. We got 5 minutes to go to 30-26. QJ said, there is no team within 3 years of competing with OKC. Spurs. Spurs are healthy. They might compete with them this year, brother. I think that's a wild thing to say. The Spurs have Wemby, Rookie of the Year. They have Steph Castle, Rookie of the Year. Wemby, who is going to be an MVP candidate next year, maybe even the favorite if he plays 65 games. And then you have Dylan Harper, who just became the youngest player ever to score 25 points in a playoff game at 19 years old. So, you know, 3 maybe generationally talented rookies on the rise in back-to-back drafts. You know, they might be right there. Which, by the way, OKC is going to have to make some concessions here. They're going to have to pay some of these guys, man. And in order to pay these guys, they're either going to have to dig deep into the luxury tax or start shedding some of their players. Start shedding some of their depth. QJ said OKC versus Spurs will last 4 games? It's a wild statement, brother. Wild statement. Fully healthy? You think that's a 4-game series? Crazy. James said KD is not even better than KG, not top 15. And we're talking about overall player. It's close. It's close. You could debate KD or KG. Could go either way on it. I think he's in those conversations, though. QJ said Spurs won't beat the Nuggets. The same Nuggets that are down 3-1 to an Anthony Edwards and Dante DiVincenzo-less Minnesota Timberwolves that got embarrassed the other night without either of those guys in the lineup in the second half. That Denver Nuggets? Okay, brother. We'll see. Edwards is out, and they got no answers for Jaden McDaniels. Jaden McDaniels talked his stuff, and then the Denver Nuggets went out there and had no answers. And Aaron Gordon's out there looking like he's playing on one leg. Jokic got no answers for Gobert in this series. He's been genuinely awful in this series. Jamal Murray has no answers for the McDaniels matchup. He's also been pretty bad. Even without DiVincenzo and without Anthony Edwards, I don't see Denver winning 3 in a row. They look slow, unathletic, and overwhelmed in this matchup, even without Edwards, who was playing on one legs even before. QJ said, I'm just messing. No one can stop the Celtics. We'll see. We'll be covering the Celtics game later tonight, QJ. They could take a commanding 3-1 lead, or they could be in a dogfight of a series tied 2-2 against 76ers. It was a close game the other day. We'll see. Hopefully we get another one here today. Bruce said, wouldn't it be brilliant if OKC has to shed players they acquire his cousin? I don't think they can do that. And also, I don't think Atlanta is looking to give him up anytime soon. So they get it into Harden up top. He's on a very nice contract. Harden being guarded by Scottie Barnes. Harden's dancing with it, coming to his left, driving it down to the lane, lefty layup, high off glass, got it to go down in the foul. Barnes raises his hand. He picks up the foul there, slapping him on the top of the head, I believe. And Harden will go to the foul line for one more. So Harden at the foul line for one more. Harden, one of the only guys playing exceptionally well offensively tonight. Maybe not exceptionally well, but very efficiently. Been very efficient tonight. 4 for 5 from the field. Knocks down the free throw. 33-27. Back to a 7-point game. 4:30 to go here. Murray Boyos has it up top. It was a loose ball. He's able to recover it. To get over to Walters up top. Steps back for a 3. Looking for an answer. Comes up short. Rebounded by Schroeder. Bringing it down the other way. Schroeder on the left wing. Being guarded by Ingram. Ingram has the size and length advantage to keep up with Schroeder here, who's going to dance with it, takes the baseline, goes onto the rim, Nash dribbles it out, all the way back up top, and settles for the pull-up 3 over Ingram. Throws up a brick, hit the side of the backboard, no rim. Here comes Shed bringing it down the other way after Walter picked up the rebound. They get it to Ingram in the post, being guarded by Strus, spins towards the baseline, sees a double team, kicks it out to Barnes, extra pass to Shed, a deep left corner 3 for Jamal Shed, in and out, can't get it to stay, rebounded by Harden. Harden will bring it down the other way. Has it up top, being guarded by Jacoby Walter. He's going to dance with it. Crosses over to his left. Driving it down in the lane. Leans in. Floater off glass. Can't get it to go. Looking for the foul. Doesn't get it. Rebound knocked out to Strus. Swings it over to Wade. Wade gets it over to Harden. Ball knocked loose. So they bring a double team as Wade hits the floor. Tried to throw the behind the back pass. Murray Boyles read it all the way. Picks up the steal. Shed over to Barnes. Barnes, Euros down the lane in the paint. Finger roll layup. Can't get it to go. Gets his own offensive rebound. Kicks it out. Jamal Shed. Wide open left wing 3. Got all the time in the world. Brandon Ingram the offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Murray Boyles. Pass fake. Takes the lane. Euros in the paint but goes right through the chest of Dennis Schroeder, and it's an offensive foul. If he took just one more moment, instead of going all the way to the basket, he had a teammate cutting directly down. Who was that? Jacoby Walter cutting directly down for what should have been a wide open layup. But instead, Murray Boyles goes right through the chest of Schroeder, and it ends up being a charge. Rookie mistakes. Vic said ESPN wilted the game is on ESPN when it says it's a subscription game. Unfortunate. It is an ESPN game. I don't know where you read that it's a subscription game, but that sucks. It is not. It's on ESPN unless you use the ESPN subscription service. I guess then it's on a streaming service. They show a double team to Mitchell. He turns it over, hit ahead to Barrett. Barrett can't handle the pass. Brother, it's in your hands. You got to catch the ball, Barrett. A disgusting game all the way around. Turnovers, dribbling it off your own foot. Missing wide open shots. My goodness, nothing going anybody's way tonight. Except for maybe James Harden keeping the Raptors in here. Harden has it up top, being guarded by Barrett. Telling everybody to get the heck out of his way. Harden's going to dance with it. Rhythm dribble, step back three over Barrett. Can't get it to go off the front of the rim. Ingram the rebound, bringing it down the other way. 2:30 to go here. Ingram up top, in and out dribble, coming to his left. Well defended by Strus. Step back, fall away. Foul line jumper, got it to go for Brandon Ingram. He was 1 for 10, now 2 for 11. You can't even care about your efficiency here tonight. Everybody's missing shots. You're just going to have to keep putting them up there. Mitchell, a pull-up three. Got it to go down for Donovan Mitchell. He was 1 of 8. Here comes R.J. Barrett bringing it down. Now 2 for 9 for Donovan Mitchell. Barrett dancing with it, coming to his left, down the lane, takes a bump, puts up the high floater. Can't get the friendly bounce on it. Rebounded by Jalen Tyson. And now here comes Mitchell bringing it down. Under 2 minutes to go in this quarter. Mitchell up top, coming to his left off the Tyson screen. Barrett switches onto him. Donovan Mitchell hesitates, step back, baseline pull-up. In and out, can't get it to go. Rebounded by Murray Boyles, gets it over to Ingram. Ingram will bring it down. Ingram directing traffic, crosses over the defense down the lane, gets tied up by Mitchell. It's a foul. And Mitchell points to his bench wanting a challenge, but I don't think it would be smart to use both of your challenges. They already used one, Cleveland did, and it was successful. I don't think it'd be smart to use both of your challenges in the first half here. You might as well save it, especially with the way this game is trending. Lorenzo said sloppy game, incredibly sloppy. Horrendous game. But kind of good? Rob said, reason this game's on first. Trash. It has been a pretty poorly played game in terms of its shot making. Neither team can consistently knock down shots from anywhere, whether it's shots at the rim or perimeter shots. $140 to go, 36-30. Barrett knocks down both of the free throws. Harden coming to his left. Walter switches onto him. They get it over to Mobley. Mobley being guarded by Murray Boyles. Hands it off to Mitchell. Coming to his left of the screen. Gets caught in the air. Saves it over to Tyson. Back to Mitchell. Barrett switches onto him. A lot of switching defense here. And Mitchell throws it to nobody. He tried to lob it over the top to Tyson. Hits the backboard. And it ends up in a turnover. Ingram a pull-up three in transition. He got it to go down. And just like that, we're back to one possession, 33-36. And we got a minute to go. Tyson gets it over to Harden. Harden up top. Inside slip pass to Tyson down the lane. Can't get the layup to go. Rebounded by Murray Boyles. Quick outlet to Jacoby Walter. Leaves it off of Ingram. Ingram now feeling it. Bringing it down. Coming to his right. Pulls it out. Leaves it off of Murray Boyles. He's going to look to attack Mobley to the rim. Can't get the layup to go. Wanted the foul. Didn't get it. Well defended by Mobley there. Here comes Tyson. Tyson bringing it down against Ingram. In and out dribble. Coming to his left. Down the lane. Kicks out to Strus. Extra pass. Mitchell wide open. Left wing three. Comes up short. Rebounded by Max Strus though. Comes flying in the paint from the perimeter. Inside the Mobley. Gets blocked by Ingram. And now here comes Barrett bringing it down. Mobley wanted the foul. Barrett putting his head down, attacking, bump, pump fakes, layup. Got it to go for R.J. Barrett. We got a 1-point ball game here. 35-36. It's a rock fight, but it's an entertaining rock fight nonetheless. Harden has it up top. About 20 seconds to go here. Harden being guarded by Barnes. Coming to his right, pulls it out. Harden dancing with it. Trying to wind down some time. Coming to his right. Down the lane. Leans in. Throws up a tough floater. Doesn't get it to go. Doesn't get the foul call. Quick outlet to Barrett. Barrett's bringing it down. Barrett, just go to the basket, brother. Stop wasting time. You got Strus on you. Leaves it off for Ingram. Pump fakes. One dribble. Puts up the left wing three at the buzzer. He got it to go, and the Raptors will take a lead. In at halftime. Ingram finding the range. 38-36. It's a rock fight, but an entertaining one, and both teams under 40 points, like we said, at the end of the first half here. A pretty disastrous shooting game from both sides, but Toronto will take the advantage in at halftime here. There you go. Captain Maz, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Ahmed, what's up, Ahmed? Glad to see you feeling better. Feeling all right. Yeah, I took the medication right before we came live, just so we could be all right. Well, not right before, but you know what I mean. Kevin, what's up, Kevin? Appreciate you, brother. Hope you're having a good time tonight. Mobley, not Mobley. What's his name? Forgetting his name. Ingram finding the range. A 1 for 11 start, knocking down his last 3 shots. 4 for 13 from the field for Brandon Ingram. Now 12 points, 2 boards, no assists. That's fine. Go get me a bucket. This is not the game to rack up assists in because nobody's knocking down shots. You look over at Donovan Mitchell and James Harden, both sitting with 2 assists, and they're, decently high assists, man, especially Harden there. So this is not the game to worry about your assists. This is not the game to worry about your efficiency, your stats, nothing. This is the game to just dig out a win. This is a rock fight in its purest essence. My goodness. I haven't seen a score this low in a while. Spaced out. What's up, Spaced Out? Vic, what's up, Vic? 38-36 first quarter score. And yet we're at halftime, brother. Yes, 38-36 could be it'd be a very high scoring first quarter, but we've seen that before. We've seen both teams score in the 30s in the first quarter. This is pretty crazy. Let's break down the box scores. Let's take a look at them. The efficiency and checking out the team stats will be pretty hilarious. Not going to lie. Marcus Faggins, what's up, Marcus? Nixon 6, hopefully. Bruce Powell said no bingo today. We'll see. We'll see. We have a lot of 3-point makes props. We have a lot of points scored props. And with how low the scoring the game is, I mean, the Cavs scored in the teens in both quarters. The Raptors found the way to manage 24 points thanks to Brandon Ingram's shot making to get up to 24 points in that second quarter there to take a 2-point lead here. But 14-17 after the end of one, and to follow it up with 19-24 in the second frame is pretty bad. Kwame Robinson said, I want to see the Boston game later. We will be live for the Boston game. It will be a fun one. QJ said KD would have scored more. No, he would have been too busy in his locker room subtweeting his team while they're getting blown out in the first round. Bruce said, don't even bother with the bingo. We could get bingo. We could. We'll go through it, but let's go through the box scores first. Let's take a look where we're sitting at. Vic said they need Bam's 83. Literally anybody could put the ball in the basket tonight better than these guys. Mobley's 1 for 7 from the field. Dean Wade's 2 for 3, 0 for 1 from 3. Harden's 4 for 8. He was the only one somewhat close to efficient. He still is efficient at 50%, but 8 shot attempts to get to 10 points is not the most efficient way to get 10 points. 1 for 2 from the foul line, 1 for 3 from three-point range. He was at 1 point 4 for 5 from the field before he missed his next 3 shots. And that's what allowed Toronto to get off and running there. Donovan Mitchell, 2 for 11 is pretty disastrous, especially considering that he's 0 for 6 inside the three-point line. Both of his made shots came from the three-point line, 2 for 5 from 3. You go down to the bench. Dennis Schroeder came in for a stretch and just blew by everybody, using his speed and quickness to get by his defender, knocking down 4 layups in that frame. 8 points for him. Everybody else struggling. Max Strus, 1 point. Hasn't taken a shot, has only taken foul shots. He does have 5 boards, finding ways to contribute, 3 of them being offensive rebounds for Max Strus here tonight. Sam Merrill made 1 3, is 1 for 4. Jalen Tyson, 2 points. And Keon Ellis, 0 points in 4 minutes. Pretty disastrous offensive quarter. Eric Lyerly, what's up, Eric? Todd Burks, what's up, Todd? Harden also turned it over at 10. Oh, yes, indeed. Speak it up. Let's look at the turnover numbers. 1 for Mobley, 6 for James Harden in the first half. 6. And people were saying, it's okay, we'll take James Harden's playoff flaws and playoff woes because we know Donovan Mitchell could uplift the team even if Harden doesn't show up. But what happens if he's just giving away possessions for you? Donovan Mitchell, not that much better. 3 turnovers for himself and with only two assists. Mitchell can't look over to Harden as if Harden is no showing. Like Donovan Mitchell is not also having a pretty miserable game here tonight. But it might be okay because you go down to the Toronto Raptors and they're not that much better either. They only hold a 2-point lead. Brandon Ingram, 12 points here tonight, 2 for 4 from 3, 4 for 13 from three-point range. His 2 made threes came in the last 2 to 3 possessions of the quarter for the Raptors. Barrett, 7 points. He's 0 for 2 from the foul line. He also has 3 assists. Scottie Barnes, 10 points, 4 for 10 from the field, 0 for 2 from 3 himself. Jakob Poeltl, 0 for 3, 4 boards. Jacoby Walter, 0 points, 0 for 6 from the field, 0 for 6 from three-point range. 6 rebounds, 3 assists, though, finding ways to contribute. 2 steals as well for Jacoby Walter. Again, shot not going down, but he's finding ways to contribute, being active out there. You go to the bench, Mamu Kalashvili, 5 rebounds off the bench. Hasn't scored. We're going to say a lot of that for the guys off the bench. The only guys who have scored off the bench was Colin Murray-Boyles. That's it. So Jamison Battle played 5 minutes, took 1 terrible 3, airballed it, and that was it. It's all we saw of Jamison Battle in that first half. Grabbed the rebound, and that was it. We'll save Murray Boys for a second here, but Jamal Shead played 10 minutes, 0 for 3 from 3 himself, a rebound, 3 assists, no turnovers, taking care of the ball. You like to see that. Colin Murray Boyles at 9 points, 5 boards, 2 turnovers for him. It's been a bit of a disaster for both sides in terms of its shot making, but a pretty defensive masterclass here tonight, while also having some really bad shot making tonight in conjunction with that. Vic said Barkley didn't like the first half. I don't think anybody should have liked the first half. You could respect the first half, but it is rough. Christian Blaze said, just left church to see the sacrilegious halftime score. It is pretty brutal, Chris. It is pretty brutal, brother. 36-38. Neither team could buy a basket, man. Neither team could buy a basket. As a matter of fact, so much so, let's take a look at the team stats now and see where they stand in that regard. Envies, what's up, Envies? RJ's selling right now. I don't think he's selling. Everybody's just playing a miserable game tonight. Can't say he's selling when when nobody showed up. 15 for 45 from the field for the Cleveland Cavaliers, 33% from the field. 15 of 54, at least they're winning the possession battle, but 15 of 54 from the field for the Toronto Raptors, 28%. Both teams hovering around 30% from the field for the first half. Disgusting. Disgusting. The Cavs, 4 for 19 from 3, pretty bad, 20%. The Raptors, even worse, a 3 for 20 from the field, from three-point range, 3 for 20 from three-point range for the Raptors for 15%. The Raptors have gone to the foul line, but they're a measly 5 for 9. The Cavs have gone to the foul line, but they're a measly 2 for 6. Literally nothing going right. Literally nothing. Both teams missing free throws, both teams missing threes, both teams missing shots inside the arc. A horrendous showing offensively here tonight. Rebounds 33-35. This is an incredibly high number. Why? Because there are rebounds galore. Look at all the missed shots here tonight. Rebounds everywhere. 33-35 in the rebounding battle. The Raptors have grabbed 5 more offensive rebounds to give them more possessions. Christian said, Chevy looks like a winter weatherman reading these poor stats. Yer, what's up, Yer? Appreciate you, brother. Said Knicks fans travel, man. Yes, they do. Y'all was deep at that game. Yeah, man. It was MSG South. We tried to tell you. Vic said plenty of highlights. We could say they are highlights, but you know. Young LA, what's up, Young? I feel bad for whoever bet on the over for points. Yeah, it was definitely a bad bet, but I definitely feel bad for them. Jay Hammer, what's up, Jay Hammer? Zombies with their tanks and their bombs like it's 1916? Oh, okay. Ian Parkins, what's up, Ian? Yeah, but we love great defense. It is really good defense. I don't want to take away from the fact that it's really good defense. But both teams have generated decent looks, and neither team can knock down shots. Whether it's layups, both teams have smoked layups, or it's perimeter shots or mid-range shots or whatever the case may be, or floaters, those in-between little flip shots, whatever the case may be, both teams missing them at a very high rate tonight. George Jones, what's up, George Jones? Recovery grind, what's up, recovery? This game has been like a 12-year-old YMCA game, nothing but up. Very true. Hard to get worse. Hard to get worse from here. TT in the morning said, what do you think these teams are talking about in the locker room right now? What pep talk are you giving? Dig deep, find a way to pull this game out. Both teams clearly don't have it tonight. Don't allow them to catch a rhythm, because we know the Cleveland Cavaliers. If I'm Toronto, I'm going to the locker room and I'm like, dig deep, continue to play what you're playing. You're playing extremely hard. The shots will eventually fall. We're moving the ball around, ending up with good looks. We saw Brandon Ingram get hot. Maybe we could ride the hot hand in the second half. But we're generating the shots. We'll eventually knock them down. Keep trusting the process. Keep trusting your shooting ability, and continue to lock down defensively. Don't give the Cavs any airspace. Right? We're playing good defense on them. We've got them out of rhythm. They're missing shots. They're also don't have the legs the way we do. So as long as we can continue to hold on to a slight lead here, we should be able to pull it off down the stretch here, leaning on our defense. If I'm the Cavs, I'm going to the locker room and I'm like, Donovan Mitchell, James Harden, y'all gonna have to pick us up here. We're gonna have to find a way to get easy baskets, make our layups at the basket, knock down our free throws, but continue to trust that we have put in the work to knock down these shots. The Cavs are one of the better three-point shooting teams in the league, at least in terms of the players that they have in the roster who are capable of making shots. So you go into halftime and you go, okay, let's trust the process. The shots will eventually fall down, and we need to continue to lean on our defense to continue to hold the other team down. Both teams are going to generally say the same kind of thing in a game like this where it's like, eventually the shots are going to go down, but we have to continue to focus defensively to make sure the other team doesn't see the array of light with their shooting. Jericho Johnson, what's up, Jericho? Like 2 8th grade girl teams playing. Man, this could be a boys team. This could be a college team. This isn't NBA basketball. This is like a 5th graders game with some of the shots we've seen here tonight from the perimeter. Ken Robinson, what's up, Ken? Hey Chevy, how do you like the Knicks fighting yesterday? We loved it. We loved it. That's exactly what we're here for. Series not over yet though. Now you go back to the Garden. You got to win a pivotal game 5. Go take a commanding 3-2 and hopefully end this one in 6. That's got to be the mentality. You said, can't lie, only 36-38. This is an AAU halftime score, man. Yeah. Jay Hammer said, well, we have 36 and we're only down by 2. So let's get this. There you go. Nixon, what's up, Nixon NYC? You said the high scoring football game, man. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, this is a college score. College is a 48-minute game. This is a college halftime score right here. Christopher Kahn, what's up, Chris? Why does it say game 1? Where does it say in game 1? Fan Chong, what's up, Fan? Does it say game 1 on the thumbnail? Because we can fix that. I don't know if we have to fix that. We're already halfway into the game, but you gonna make me take a look at it, brother? I have game 4 in the title, and I see it does say game 1. I don't know why I did that. Where is it? There you go. It just didn't upload the right image. I don't even have that image anymore. There you go. Dylan Briley, what's up, Dylan? Who do you think is going to win? It's literally impossible to tell, brother. Literally impossible to tell with the way that first half played. Thank you, Chris. I updated the thumbnail image. Don't know why I'd never changed over. Madrasi, what's up, Madrasi? Which was worse for you as a Knicks fan? Stephen A. missed... A. Smith missed shots. Gotcha, not Stephen A. A. Missed shots. Smith missed shots. B. Miller, 8.9 seconds. C. Starks game 6 miss. Or D. Halliburton, 2025. Well, considering I wasn't alive for any of the first 3, I'll go with D. Ken Robinson said, I love the Knicks. Me too, brother. Here said, Knicks ain't fight. They just really gave Towns the ball. It's kind of all you got to do against the Hawks, brother. I'm not going to lie. He got the matchup. We ain't got nobody to guard Towns. You don't. And Knicks fans were literally calling for that before game 1 started. The second we learned that Atlanta was going to be the first round matchup, every content creator, every podcast I listened to about the Knicks, we were all saying the same thing. We all knew exactly what the game plan was supposed to be. Give the ball to Towns. Run every single offensive set through Conte Towns. They have nobody who can guard him. He dominated the regular season matchup. He will dominate the postseason matchup. And they messed around for the first 3 games. Finally, they fixed it in game 4. Hopefully, they continue that in game 5. Madrasi, appreciate you. MBM said, should have put Cavs away with separation. Now the Cavs probably pull it out. We'll see. Hard to think it's going to go either way here tonight with the way the game has played out. Points in the paint is going to be low, 18-24 here tonight, as they have barely scored. Half of the Cavs points coming in the paint. More than half of the Raptors points coming in the paint. Fast break points 6-11. Total turnovers 11-8. About even. Slight advantage to the Raptors there. Slight advantage in the rebounding battle to the Raptors. Large advantage in the possession battle to the Raptors. They've had 9 more possessions. Jay Lopez said Cavs a better team. Yeah, but honestly, looking at that first half, I feel like the Raptors played better in this game so far. I feel like the Raptors have outplayed the Cavs. I like the shots that the Raptors got as opposed to the Cavs. I think the Cavs shot a lot of contested shots, whereas I feel like the Raptors did a really good job of crashing, getting into the paint, collapsing the defense, kicking it out for open shooters, and they didn't knock any of them down. Now, neither did the Cavs, but I think the quality of shots that the Raptors got were slightly better than the ones that the Cavs got. Cavs got some decent looks too that they just missed, but like that's kind of how it matched up so far. Ken Robinson, OG went off. He did indeed. Did indeed. You said really an even matchup if Quickly was playing. I would still lean Cleveland, but obviously with Quickly out, yeah, I didn't even factor that in. Yeah, no Quickly. Cleveland should be able to pull this series out without too much of an issue, but Chandra, what's up, Chandra Williams? I can't recall New York winning a championship. You might not have been born yet. It was back in '73. MBM said Cavs better, but Raptors more hungry. That makes if that makes sense. It makes sense a little bit. I always push back on like one team's more hungrier than the other, especially during these playoff games where obviously hopefully every player and every team recognizes the moment and is playing hard. But yeah, I like the tenacity the Raptors are playing with more so than the Cavs. But that has always been the issue with the Cavs. Between Mobley, now you throw Harden in the mix and Jared Allen. There's just a pretty soft overall team. Not going to lie. Not going to lie. But across the lane, Mobley knocks down a little flip, hook, floating layup, finger roll, chop kind of looking thing. Got to go down across the lane. Here we go. Let's lock in. Start of the second half. Pirtle has it up top. Goes into Mitchell, who hits the deck. Bear to pull up straight away. Three, can't get it to go. Long rebound over to Ingram. Ingram, little foul line, follow away jumper, comes up short. Can't get the bounce. Rebounded by Jared Allen. Pirtle mistimed his jump going for it. So we're tied at 38. They lob it over the top to Mobley in the paint. Ball knocked out of his hands, but a foul is called on Ingram there. Nixon said, not worried about playoff Harden? Brother, you got 6 turnovers in the first half, brother. You might want to be worried about playoff Harden. If you were playing the Hawks in the first round, Cleveland might have been out of here in the first round, man. You know, the way the Hawks have played in comparison to the way the Raptors have played so far. Mobley has it up top, being guarded by Pirtle, coming to his right, spins in the lane, puts up the little floater over him. Gotta go down for Evan Mobley. Mobley waking up a little bit here, knocking down 2 shots to start this second half. Barnes bringing it down, just running through the contact over to Pirtle. Gets fouled and gets the layup to go down for Jakob Pirtle. What a tough finish in the paint. Getting hacked all over. Got the layup to go down. So it is 40-40 now. Mobley knocked down the floater. Now Pirtle responds with a layup and a foul. And that's a foul on, I think, Mobley. Got in them streets. What's up, streets? 69 and 63. I was 7 years old when they won in 69. Yep. The 69-70 season, so technically in 70, but yeah. That season, 69 season. Pirtle knocks down the and-one free throw. They get over to Jared Allen, up top, being guarded by Pirtle. Allen crosses over to his right, down the lane, steps through, lefty layup, comes up short, rebound knocked loose. Allen can't pick it up, but he does knock it out to Mobley. They swing it over to Harden. Harden up top, dancing with it, coming to his right, down the lane, sees a double team, kicks out to Mitchell. And Mitchell was on the sideline when he caught that pass. And the Raptors are doing a phenomenal job defensively of just flying around and running them off the three-point line and trusting the extra rotations, man. That's 4 turnovers now for Donovan Mitchell and 6 turnovers for James Harden. 2 turnovers for your main 2 stars and your main ball handlers. That's not a recipe for success. Thankfully, the Raptors can't buy a basket here tonight. Barrett has it on the right wing. They get it to Jared Allen, and it's an offensive foul on Scottie Barnes. Pushing off on Jared Allen there is the foul that they give him. Trying to battle in the post for positioning. James Harden will bring it down. They get over to Allen up top, being guarded by Pirtle. Allen hands it off to Harden. Scottie Barnes chasing. Harden going to run the pick and roll. Coming to his right. He's going to step back. Swings it out to Wade. Wade will line up the right wing 3. Wade will knock down a right wing 3. Starting to get some shots to go down here in the second half. My goodness. We're out of the rock fight possibly. Ingram on the left wing. Coming to his right off the Barrett screen. Driving it down in the lane. Stops, turns, spins, pump fake, steps through on Mobley. Puts it up off glass. Can't get it to go. Possibly blocked. Harden picks up the loose ball rebound. Bringing it down the other way. They had the advantage. Going all the way to the rim with the scoop layup. Got it to go down for James Harden. Just turning on the Jets at the last second there. And a timeout for the Toronto Raptors as the Cleveland Cavaliers have gotten off to a 4-point lead here. MBM said refs should take the night off. Might get to 100. Andrea Crawford. What's up, Andrea? Here for the second half. It's a close game. It is a close game. I would consider it a very entertaining game, not a particularly well-played game. Actually, I keep saying that, but it is a well-played game. It's just the shot making has been bad. But it's starting to pick up here in the second half, particularly from the Cavs side. We'll see if the Raptors can keep up. Abigail, what's up, Abigail? Suns Jen said, instead of using the most experienced refs, I take my chances with the rookies. Maybe. God in them streets. Appreciate you, brother. Hope you're having a good time tonight. Thank you for that. We didn't take a look at our bingo card at halftime, so let's go ahead and do that now. What are we looking at? What do we got? We have a triple-double. Highly unlikely we get a triple-double here tonight. We might get a triple-double in turnovers, I guess, from Harden, if he gets 10 assists and 10 turnovers, which he might be on pace for, 4 assists and 6 turnovers, and 12 points. Harden for 30 is probably not going to happen, but he's starting to score now. He's the leading scorer in the game, tied with Ingram for 12. We have Barnes for 25 and 5. Barnes has 10, 6, and 3 with also 3 turnovers. So if he can get to 20 here tonight, which he's on pace for with 10 points at halftime, he could get to 25 and 5 for sure. Ingram for 25, similar. We'll see. He's on pace for it. The shot making has been iffy. We'll see. Jamal Shed for 10 and 5 off the bench. I don't know if he gets to the 10 points because the shot making has not been there. He's yet to score. 0 for 3 from 3, but he does have the 5 assists. So maybe. We have Jared Allen for 20, which doesn't seem likely. Again, a lot of these scoring props, highly unlikely here tonight. He's only got 6. A jump ball, which we have not had yet. Any player for 3 blocks, which we might have. Two blocks for Jared Allen here. So I'm standing right in the way of it. 2 blocks for Jared Allen here. Everybody else with 1 on the Cavs. We go to the Raptors and 2 blocks for Barnes. Everybody else with 1. Okay. So that's on the lookout. Strus and Tyson for 5 threes. 3-point make seems very unlikely tonight. But Strus has 0, hasn't even taken 1. And Tyson has 1 attempt and 0 makes. So there's that. Jeremy Moss, what's up, Jeremy? Must win for Toronto today. Definitely feels that way. Leroy Whitted, what's up, Leroy? Celebration Chef, great intro. Great Nitro Bockers. Knicks win last night, imposing their will together. Yeah. I mean, you celebrate the wins when you get them for sure. But job's not done. Recovery grinds at RJ Barrett's face after the missed free throw. Said it all. Went on to miss the second. Hopefully they get it together. Yeah, it's been a rough night for pretty much everybody here. MBM said, hit the like button. Raptors about to upset the Cavs. Appreciate you, MBM. If you guys are enjoying the show, remember to hit that thumbs up button and like the stream. Would very much appreciate it. Jeremy Moss said, Raptors need bench scoring. Both sides need bench scoring, but definitely the Raptors need bench scoring for sure. Here we go. We're going to check back in. What else do we have? Mitchell for 30 seems unlikely. Bear for 25 seems unlikely. 4-point play. We'll keep an eye on it. Walter 3 threes. Unlikely at this point. A technical foul. We'll see. Failed challenge. We'll see. Merrill for 4 threes. Seems unlikely. Has he made one tonight? He has. He's 1 for 4 from 3. A double-double? Probably. Probably will get a double-double from somebody at some point. Mamu for 3 threes. He has yet to hit 1. Mobley for 4 stocks. He's got a steal and a block. We're back into it. Pirtle with another and 1 layup on a nice pass from Barnes. Again. Pirtle going to the foul line for 1 more. And the last thing we have is a goaltend that we have not gotten yet. Goaltend. We have a couple of things. 2 consecutive missed free throws. We have a shot clock violation. We had a successful challenge. We had a travel. But Christian Blaze said, yeah, last night Knicks win made me understand the Knicks fans are frustrated with the team. Yeah, because sometimes it could be so easy, and they make it so complicated. Mobley down the lane, kicks it out. Pirtle did knock down his free throw. Over to Wade. Wade across the lane, kicks it out to Mitchell, all the way by the half-court line, being guarded by Jacoby Walter. Coming to his left up the screen, driving it down, steps back, crosses over to his right, in the paint, steps through, layup off glass, got it to go down for Donovan Mitchell. The jump shot's not going down, so Harden and Mitchell seem to have it in their mind to get to the rim. Smart game plan. Barrett up top, coming to his right, down the lane, leans in, pump fakes, steps through, got nowhere to go, kicks it out to Walter. He'll line up yet another 3, but he'll get blocked by Harden. Here comes Donovan Mitchell bringing it down. 3-point game, 47-44, 8:40 to go. Timer, are we going or not? Come on, timer, keep up. Mitchell up top being guarded by Walter. Coming to his right up the screen. Sees a double team inside the Mobley. Mobley can't get the pass off. Instead kicks out to Harden. Harden coming to his right. Pulls it back out, being guarded by Pirtle. They show a double team. They try to get over to Mobley. Ball knocked loose. Mobley recovers it, puts up the three. Barnes flying out there. Can't get the shot to go down. Pirtle the rebound. What great extra effort from Scottie Barnes there. And Barrett will bring it down. Barrett up top. Hands it off to Ingram. Coming to his left off the screen. A wide open pull-up three for Brandon Ingram. Can't get it to go down. Jared Allen the rebound. And it looks like the Cavs are retreating into a zone there. That last play, that last defensive setup for them. Mitchell up top coming to his left of the screen. A rhythm dribble pull-up three. Can't get it to go down. Jared Allen the offensive rebound, though. Spins off of Pirtle. Under the lane. Gets fouled by Jakob Pirtle. It's going to send Jared Allen to the foul line for two. I believe they're going to give it to him in the act of shooting. We'll see. AJTG with the AJ. Allen can't even get 9 points. Nope. Almost anybody can. Barely anybody can score 9 points tonight, brother. It's been a rock fight. Jared Allen at the foul line for two. Trying to score his first points of the night. I know remains scoreless as he misses the first one. He's got one more coming. MBM said Detroit's vulnerability went up 90%. Yeah, they look pretty vulnerable right now. Jared Allen misses both free throws. He remains scoreless. My goodness. Scottie Barnes shot out of a cannon, bringing it down. Pass fake. Kicks it up top to Ingram. The Cleveland Cavaliers are 2 for 8 from the foul line, man. Ingram's going to isolate against Harden here. Coming to his left, driving it down mid-range, fall away, takes a bump, can knock down the shot. He hits the deck hard. Looking for the foul, doesn't get it. Rebound knocked out of bounds as Jacoby Walter was fighting for it, but it's going to stay. It's going to go back to the Cavs, I should say. 47-44. Jeremy said, what if the NBA Finals, Denver Nuggets versus Toronto Raptors? Nuggets ain't getting past the Minnesota Timberwolves, brother. I know Edwards is out. I know DiVincenzo is out. They're still not going to get past them. Chandra said, Detroit won a championship before being down 2-1 before. What about New York? Well, it's the first round, so I guess we'll wait and see, Chandra. I don't know. Plenty of teams have won championships being down 2-1. They get it over to Tyson. Tyson across the lane to his left. Tries to kick it in the corner. Ingram almost stole it. Deflected it out of the air, but right back to Wade. They get it over to Strus. And no hesitation three. Off the back rim. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by Walter. A home run hit ahead to Barnes under the paint. Goes up. Can't get the two-handed slam to go down, but gets fouled by Strus. He's going to go to the foul line for two. Upset at himself that he couldn't get the dunk to go down. So he'll just have the 2 free throws here instead of the and one. Recoveries grind said Ingram is 4 for 17. What the heck? Yeah. And he better keep shooting them, man. He better keep shooting them. Barnes knocks down the first free throw. He's got another one coming. It's one of those nights where you have to throw efficiency out the window, man. You have to throw efficiency out the window. It doesn't matter tonight. Nobody is knocking down shots. Nobody's going to end the night with a good stat line. Barnes knocks down both free throws. So forget about all the missed shots. Forget about the efficiency. Forget about it all. You just got to play it on a possession-by-possession battle. And hopefully you can pull it out at the end. Make just enough shots to win this. You got to continue to lock in defensively. And that's a terrible defensive play from Ingram there. Allows Jalen Tyson a straight line drive off a simple crossover right to left. Gets all the way to the rim for the lefty layup. And we're under 7 minutes to go. We're approaching the halfway point, and we've yet to hit the 50-point mark for either side. Barnes across the baseline against Wade, bullying his way into the basket. Ball knocked loose. Picked up by Tyson. Tyson knocks the ball loose. Harden able to pick it up in the right corner. He's just going to fire up the three. He's going to miss it. Rebounded by Strus, though. Inside to Tyson. Spins off a Pirtle. Kicks it back out to Strus. Wide open left corner three. He's going to continue to miss it. Ingram the rebound. Hit ahead to Walter. Walter all the way to the paint. Can't get the reverse layup to go down or the double clutch up and under layup to go down. And ball gets knocked out of bounds. That's a bad play from Jacoby Walter. Pitched that thing back to a streaking Scottie Barnes for a big slam. Why go one-on-one against James Harden in that area? Pitch that thing back. Jacoby Walter just alligator arms it, caught too far under the basket, and hit the bottom of the rim on the layup attempt. It's been that kind of night. Matt's up. What's up, Matt's up? This game is awful? I don't think this game is awful. Like I've said before, the shot making has not been there, but the defense has. And a combination of great defense and poor shot making is going to result in a very low-scoring game. But yeah, it's not been great. I don't blame you for not liking this one at all. Harden going to the foul line for two on the foul. Doesn't get the floater to go down, but he will get 2 free throws. Jeremy said Walter is having a horrible game. Yeah, it's pretty horrendous. Jacoby Walter. This is off now. Why is this off? Jacoby Walter is what? 0 for 8 from the field now, including 0 for 7 from three-point range, and now missing that last layup. He's trying to help in other areas, 7 boards, 3 assists. But, brother, you got to put that ball in the basket, man. It's pretty brutal. It's pretty brutal. Harden knocks down the first free throw. Christian Blaze said, Gen Z wouldn't like the 90s and 2000 style of playoff scores. I'd argue after watching modern basketball, if you went back to watch it, Christian, we'd have an appreciation for it, but we would be able to watch it and go, oh, yeah, this is bad. The same way we could watch this game and have an appreciation for it, but still recognize, oh, yeah, this is pretty bad. It's brutal. It's a brutal game. Harden split the free throws. 51-46. Ingram down the lane. Pulls it back out as he lost the handle. Over to Shed. Back to Ingram, being guarded by Wade. Ingram faces up, sees a double team. Gets it over to Barrett. Pass fake, keeps it. Dancing with it against Harden. Why didn't he swing that? He's going to shoot a step back three over Harden. Why didn't you swing that pass, RJ? A terrible decision. Here comes Strus bringing it down the other way. Shoves it over to Wade. He'll line up a right wing three. He'll miss it. Wide right. Rebound. Knock loose. Tyson saves it over to Strus. Strus dribbling it up top. Hands it off to Harden. Coming to his right. Ingram switches onto him. They swing it out to Strus. Jab step. Coming to his right. Dances with it against Walter. Crosses over to his right. Walter picks his pocket. Ingram picks it up. We're off and running. Ingram down across the lane in the paint. Kicks it out to Barrett. Wide open right wing three. Sets himself and fires. Throws up an air ball. Hit the backboard first. Murray Boyles picks up the offensive rebound. Out to Ingram, who misses the three. Rebounded by Jared Allen. My goodness. 51-46 here. Under 5 minutes to go here. Tyson gets it over to Strus. Pump fakes to his right. Down the lane. Lost the handle. Inside to Allen. Draws the foul. It's going to the foul line for 2. Just that said, first to 100 wins. Mercy rule for the fans watching. Just that, they're not making it to 100. It's 52-46 with 5 minutes to go in the third. We might barely make 80. I'd be surprised if we made 80. I'd be surprised. Christian said YMCA type shooting. Yeah, it's like every 10 shots, somebody will make a three. TT in the morning said 100? 70 maybe. Yeah. Just that said, about 100 games in the NBA isn't a lot for a career pro. That's about a season. A little more than a season. 100 games played, you mean? Jared Allen splits the free throws. He finally scored his first point. Another missed free throw for Cleveland, though, and they're terrible from the foul line as well. It's not just the shooting. It's also the free throws. Barrett down the lane, steps through, lefty layup, can't get it to go. Throws up an air ball on the layup attempt. Hit the backboard, doesn't touch the rim. Here comes Harden bringing it down the other way. Harden driving it down in the paint, throws up the floater, draws the foul. Can't get the floater to go down, but it'll go to the foul line for 2. And the play, it's hilarious watching this game because every single time a player will shoot a shot that they've made a million times. This is a regular floater for James Harden. He's wide open in front of the basket. He misses the floater. Rims out on the side. And he's like ready to lose his mind. He's like, how did I miss that? I knocked that down 100 times out of 100 in my career. I never miss that. I make that wide open. It's after the foul. Nobody's contesting me. And he misses it. It is hilarious because it's almost every single player will miss a wide open shot they usually make, and they turn to themselves and like, what is going on today? Who sapped our powers? The Monstars were in the building in this game here today. Oh, ref, you suck chant raining down. Just that said, lots of elbows being thrown. It's an NBA game for sure. D, what's up, D? Sandro even going to play anymore? He just checked into the game. There he goes. Jeff Brown said, don't care for score, hope my Cavs win. Yeah, I get the sentiment. That's 100% the way you should be feeling right now. Doing too much with them, doing too much. This game is hard to watch. Yeah, it's pretty brutal. Cavs now up by 7. Christian Blaze said a double text thrown out. Are there double texts? Schroeder and Barrett both got texts, did they? I didn't notice, but I'll take your word for it. We'll fill it in on the bingo card. We're probably not going to get bingo anyway, so I'll fill it in. I'll take your word for it. Murray Boyles has it up top. Harden did knock down both free throws. It's an 8-point game, a 7-0 run for the Cavs here. Shed down the lane, leans in, throws a lob up top. Foul on a pass. On a pass. I guess we can fill that in. Technical fouls. I guess we could get the diagonal. We need Ingram for 25, though. And he's had a miserable shooting night. And then he played for 3 blocks. I guess the closest thing we got is this diagonal. We need Ingram for 25, and then he played for 3 blocks. Murray Boyles tries to lob it down low to Ingram. There's another foul called. Wrestler edits. What's up, Wrestler? Is Schroeder still playing? Schroeder's still playing. He's out there. 8 points, 4 boards. They're in the bonus. Both teams in the bonus for the final 4 minutes and 19 seconds. So Ingram's at the foul line for 2. It was an off-ball foul. Ingram knocks down the first one. He's got another one coming. Big said almost the fourth quarter. Almost 4:19 to go. And neither team has cracked 60. This is a brutal, brutal offensive night for everybody involved. Dennis Schroeder bringing it down against A.J. Lawson. Trying to throw fresh legs out there. Lawson guarding Schroeder's coming to his left. Shed switches onto him. Driving to his right. Stops, turns, pulls it back out. Dennis Schroeder up top. Coming to his right. Driving it down. Mid-range. Gets caught in the air. Almost throws it away. Almost throws it away. Strus running right through the official to pick up that loose ball. Gets it back to Schroeder in the paint. Little pull-up jumper. Way off on that one. Hit the backboard first. And a loose ball foul on Jamal Shed holding on Tyson there. That's another foul on Shed. And that's more free throws. Shed telling his coaches, don't even look at it, don't even think about challenging it. That's on me. Holding on to him, that's my bad. So that's free throws for Tyson. 3 points. Bruce Fowler said, is this a play-in game? It definitely has a bit of an air of a play-in game for sure. Tyson knocks down the first one. He's got another one coming. Take Hubba said, I thought we were going to hold Atlanta at 80 points. You knew garbage time they were going to put up baskets. But 80's tough. 80's tough to hold them. So below 90, it's tough. They only scored 98, though, so they weren't too far off. Strus knocked down both free throws. It's back to 8. We're under 4 to go. Murray Boyles is back in. Hands it off to Ingram. Coming to his left. Tyson chasing. Step back. Fall away midi from him. Got it to go down for Brandon Ingram. Got to continue to load those shots up from Brandon Ingram, man. He's your best self-creator. And they call a moving screen on Tyson there. Shed gets him right back there. And the ball is going to go back to the Raptors. Just that said, Rev's getting the elbows too. Yep. Max Strus said, get out of the way, John Goebel. Barnes is back in. He'll bring it down against Tyson here. Is Ingram still in there? Ingram is still in there. Barnes coming to his left, leaves it off of Murray Boyles in the paint. Gets blocked by Mobley. I think that's 3 blocks. And out of bounds, it's going to stay here with the Raptors at least. Good hustle from the Raptors to keep that possession alive. That's 3 blocks from Mobley, isn't it? Oh, it's only 1 block. Where's the 2 blocks? Thought that was going to be 3. It's not. It's not. Barnes down the lane, leans in, puts up the little jumper in the paint. Can't get the friendly bounce. Mambo College really saves it over to Murray Boyles. Goes up, gets fouled by Mobley. Just went up strong. That's 4 fouls on Mobley. Freeway hustler with the freeway. NBA did the right thing putting this game on early. They know both of these squads suck. Yeah, they know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. If this were during the if this game were taking place while the league was still under their previous TV rights, this would be an NBA TV game. This would be on NBA TV. This would not be a nationally covered game. Bruce Fowler said, imagine if you took a youngster to their first NBA game, he turns to you and says to you, looks different on TV. I think they'd be able to tell the difference, but yeah. I tell you this, it's a very physical basketball game. It is. I think it's well competed. Just shots are not going down, man. They don't have the legs. Early start time up in Canada. Whatever other excuses we could give them has been rough. Murray, Boyos, rattles in both free throws. We're back to a 4-point game. Mitchell up top. D pull up three. Throws up an air ball, man. Nobody can get anything. An air ball for Donovan Mitchell. Ruzande, what's up, Ruzande? What's up with this halftime score? Yeah, we're about to be at the end of the third quarter, and this is a normal halftime score. Maybe even slightly below what you would expect, right? Because nowadays you're expecting 55 to 60, and the Raptors in with 52, so they're hovering around it being a halftime score. Oh, no. My score's off. Why is my score off? Unless ESPN is off here. I think it's a 4-point game. Let me refresh this. Why are they shortchanging them by 1 point here? Okay. I'll trust what ESPN has up here for now until we get back to the game after this commercial break, but we'll see. Rob said Boyos missed the one. Oh, gotcha. Missed the first free throw. Gotcha. Jeremy said the Cleveland challenged the call. I don't believe they challenged this call. I think it's just a regular timeout with just under 3 minutes to go here. Eli said, I wish I took Donovan Mitchell's under. You could have taken anybody's under here tonight. You could have went across the board and took every single player's under. And you would have hit on everybody. Been a brutal night. Mike Justice said, these low-scoring games remind me of the 80s. 80s were pretty high-scoring, for the most part. 70s were high-scoring. First half of the 80s was pretty high-scoring, and then it started to get a lot more physical in the late 80s, mid to late 80s. So yeah, depending on the year in the 80s. Just that I heard rumors of a wedgie in chat, but couldn't confirm in the play-by-play. No wedgie. No wedgie. I didn't see a wedgie. It did get stuck at the top of the backboard, like in the sanction. But that's not a wedgie. The ball just got stuck up there. Chandra said, name one good game these playoffs so far. New York versus Atlanta, games 1, 2, and 3. Detroit versus Orlando, games 1, 2, and 3. Lakers versus Rockets, game 3. Celtics versus 76ers, game 3. And game 2. There's been far more good games than bad games during this playoff run. Rob P said, one good game, Houston versus LA the other night. There's been like 9 million. The majority of these games have been awesome. What are we talking about? Majority of these games have been awesome. Just that's a Nuggets versus Wolves game 1 and 3. 3 not as much because of all the injuries, kind of tampered down the like awesomeness of the game, but game 1 was there for sure. Had it hard. What's up, Had? You need Mitchell for 2 more assists. Assists are hard to come by tonight, brother. Look at these stats. 0s across the board. 2 for Donovan Mitchell. We go over the Raptors. 1s across the board. 3 for Shed. 3 for Barnes. 0 for Ingram. Assists are hard to come by tonight, mostly because half of getting an assist is your teammate knocking down the shot. And there's been very little of that here tonight. Chandra said, I haven't seen one supporter start yet. All of them not playoff games. I don't even know what that means, brother. JJ said, Mr. Basketball, good analyzing game. Rob P said, Wemby's playing. Okay. Got Wemby in the building tonight. Bruce Fowler said, how we have missed the elusive wedgie. No wedgie. Who knocked down that shot? We just came back from timeout. Jamal Shed with a quick bucket. Thanks for showing us, ESPN. really awesome broadcasting, guys. All right, Mitchell bringing it down. He has it He has it up top, dancing around a Strus screen. Over to Tyson, down the lane, spins in the paint, spins again, lefty layup, got it to go down. A beautiful move from Jalen Tyson against Shed there. Barnes has it up top, being guarded by Tyson, coming to his right, off the screen, head down, inside the Murray Boyos, against Allen, just bullies the way to the basket, can't get the layup to go. No foul called, well contested from Allen. Here comes Schroeder bringing it down, has it on the right wing. Schroeder being guarded by Mamu College-Reilly, tells everybody to calm down, wants to run and pick and roll with Strus. They run a go screen action to get it over to Strus. Ran off the line by Ingram. Down the lane in the paint, leaves it off for Allen. Allen down low, gets stripped by Ingram. Allen's got to be way stronger down low, man. Mamu College-Reilly picks up his handle. Gets it over the top to Ingram. Ingram on the right wing being guarded by Tyson. Ingram spins off of Tyson, down the lane, step back, baseline, fall away. Terrible shot, but that's because he's fouled. He's going to go to the foul line for 2. Judge that those spins were a walk. It wasn't a full spin. It was pivots. Looked clean to me, but I'd have to see the replay on it. Bruce Fowler said, how we have missed the elusive wedgie. I read that one already. Vic said, Jared Allen, 1 point. Yes. This is pretty embarrassing. 1 point for Jared Allen. Does have 12 rebounds, but he's gone to the foul line twice. He's 1 for 4 from the foul line. Ingram knocks down the first free throw. Bruce said, if Wemby is playing, I'm going to need to see the NBA's concussion protocol. He should miss 1 scheduled game. No? He didn't play in the last game. He did miss 1 scheduled game. I don't know what the protocol is. I heard somebody say it was 6 days. I heard somebody say it was a week. I don't know. Which I guess 6 days is a week, but I don't know. Tyson to the rim, gets blocked, looks like by Murray Boyos, but the rebound goes back to the Cavs. They swing it around. Strus can't get the 3 to go. Battle for the loose ball. Shed comes over and picks it up. They get over to Barnes. Barnes bringing it down. Ingram did knock down his free throw. 55-58. It's a 3-point game. Ingram up top, coming to his right at the Barnes screen, driving it down in the lane, kicks it out. Shed, wide open right wing 3. Can he knock one down? No, he cannot. Mamu College-Reilly, the rebound. Pump fake goes up, gets blocked by Jared Allen. Fight for the loose ball, and a foul on the Cavs. And they're in the bonus, right? So that's 2 free throws for Colin Murray Boyles. Can get it back to a 1-point game here. Christian said, did Mitchell get hurt or something? No. His shooting has been off the last 2 to 3 games. Not that I'm aware of. I'm sure everybody's dealing with something. Like Brunson's shooting has been off as well. He's dealing, like he was shown walking back to the locker room with a pretty heavy limp. Everybody's dealing with something at some point. You got to be able to fight through it, man. Like you're on the court, you're playing, so 3 for 14. It's just one of those nights. Nobody could buy a basket, and Donovan Mitchell's not excluded from that. Murray Boyos hits the first free throw. He's got another one coming. OKJ, Capel, what's up, OK? What's up, OKJ? Believe it or not, I will make $170 from this game if Strus can knock down 10 points. I'm rooting for you, brother. He's in with 1. Good luck to you. Murray Boyos knocks down both free throws. It's a 1-point game, 58-57. Defense chance from Toronto faithful. 1:05 to go here. Schroeder coming to his right off the screen, dancing with it as Barnes switches onto him. This is not the matchup I'd attack. Tries to get it over to Tyson, throws it at his feet, and it goes out of bounds. Dennis Schroeder continues a pretty miserable stint here in Cleveland. Since coming over in the trade, hasn't really been good for this team at all. He was pretty solid in the first half. One of the few guys to actually get going. Had 8 points in that first half, driving to the basket, but since then, not giving them anything. We have a minute to go. Just under a minute. They get over to Shed. Shed up top, coming to his right off the screen. Being guarded by Strus. Jamal Shed's going to dance with it. Swings it over to Barnes. Barnes being guarded by Tyson. Barnes, inside pass to Mamu College-Reilly. Pump fakes again. Gets Allen in the air. Gets the lefty layup. Push shot to go down over Jared Allen, who backed away, so he didn't pick up the foul. And Mamu College-Reilly got the friendly roll as he got it to drop down. Mitchell has it up top. Coming to his right. Off the screen. Pulls it out. Driving it down against Barnes. Rhythm dribble pull-up 3. Throws up a brick, misses another one. Tyson able to save it out to Strus. He'll line up a 3. He'll miss another 3. Allen battling for the rebound, knocks it out of the air, but right to Barrett, and Barrett will walk it down for what should be the final shot of the quarter. We got about a 1 second difference between game clock and shot clock. Barrett and the Raptors will hold it for what should be the final shot. And Donovan Mitchell, silly move, just coming over. Barnes is coming over just to receive the pass from RJ. There's 16 seconds on the clock. My timer ran too far down. 16 seconds on the clock. Barrett is just trying to hand the ball off to Scottie Barnes there. And Donovan Mitchell is just overly aggressive, trying to deny him the ball and slaps at it on the handoff action. As Barnes hits the first free throw and picks up a foul. So 16 seconds on the clock, but it sends Scottie Barnes to the foul line for 2 free points. Donovan Mitchell, what are you doing? TT in the morning said, how many players are in double figures? Like 4? We got Barnes, we got Murray Boyles, we have Ingram, we have Harden. And I think that's it. But we'll check the box scores in a second. Barnes does miss the second free throw. 10 seconds to go, so now the Cavs have the final shot of the quarter. A 12-2 run for them to take this 2-point lead. 60-58. Harden coming to his right. Over the top pass. Tyson down the lane. Gets swatted out of there by Murray Boyles. RJ Barrett, the half-court heave. Can't get it to go down, but that'll be the end of our third quarter. It feels like the first half, 60-58. I'll tell you that. That is a first half score if I've ever seen one. Going into the fourth quarter, 12 minutes to go, 60-58. Horrific score. But here we go. May the best team win. George Pearson, what's up, George? Stashed Cash, what's up, Stash? This game is going way over around the 6th quarter. Vic said, how many air balls? Too many to count, I'll tell you that. How many players are in double figures was the question. We have 1 for the Cleveland Cavaliers, and that is James Harden with 16 points. And then we have Brandon Ingram, Scottie Barnes, and Colin Murray Boyles off the bench. 4 players between 2 teams in double figures going into the fourth quarter. And none of those 4 players have cracked over 20 points. It's pretty wild. It's a pretty wild score. Man said, give the ball to Mitchell. Man, they are giving the ball to Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell tonight has taken the most shots on his team. Kind of by far. He's taken 15 attempts. Harden and Mobley at 10. Donovan Mitchell's 3 for 15. They are giving the ball to Mitchell. He's also got 4 turnovers. Harden's got 6 turnovers. Between your two stars, they got 10 turnovers combined. Andrea Crawford said it'll take overtime for either team to see even 95. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get to 90. If we look at this, the quarter-by-quarter scoring, that's not the quarter-by scoring. If we take a look at this, first quarter for the Cavs, 17. Second quarter, 19, 22. Steadily improving, but what are we going to get? 25 points here in the next, and then the fourth quarter? The Raptors, 14, 24, 22. Also extremely low scoring here. So in order to get to 90, one of these teams is going to have to go off for 30-plus points in this fourth quarter, which is possible. But the way this game has gone is not giving us any reason to believe it'll happen. Jeremy Moss said, Portland messed up. Now they should have won the last game because Wemby's playing tonight. Yeah. I mean, the Spurs have a ton of experience and know how to play without Wemby. They played, 17 games without Wembanyama in the regular season, and they were pretty dang good without him. They were still pretty dang good without him. You know, some people think that Wembanyama is the entirety of that team. That team is still stacked. They have players all over the place who can play. Rob said over-under now is 170.5. That still might be too high. Might be too high. Rob P said it's going to go to overtime. We'll see. I don't know. This game hasn't spent a ton of time being tied. I'll tell you that. Just that said, could be worse. The Lakers are about to sweep the Rockets. Yeah, and I don't know what the Rockets look to do. I'll tell you that. Here we go. Start of the fourth quarter. Shed bringing it down. Hands it off to Barrett. Barrett up top. Gets it to Barnes in the post, being guarded by Harden. They empty out that side of the court, fall away, mid-range jumper, can't get it to go down. Mobley the rebound. Here comes Harden. Harden up top, being guarded by Barnes. Coming to his right up the Mobley screen, slip past the Mobley, down the lane, leans in, pump fake, goes up. Two-handed slam from Mobley. Great strong move from Evan Mobley, going up strong against Jakob Poeltl there. He just kind of gave it to him at the end. Tied at 60. Up top the Shed, coming to his left off the Barrett screen. On the left wing, being guarded by Strus, gets it back to Barrett. On the left wing, being guarded by Harden. Ball knocked out of his hands, he picks it back up. Swings through to his right, down the lane, stop, pump fake, leans in, puts up the little jumper floater, gets the friendly bounce off the back of the rim, gets it to drop down. Here comes Harden bringing it down the other way. Barrett up the 9. Mobley being guarded by Poeltl. Directing traffic, hands it off to Strus. Strus swings it over to Merrill. Sam Merrill coming to his right off the screen, pump fakes, back to Mobley, back to Merrill. He puts up the 3, got it to go down for Sam Merrill. If Sam Merrill gets it going, could end up being a long night, or an early night, I should say, for the Toronto Raptors. They throw it inside, Jakob Poeltl to the rim, layup, beautiful pass from Jamal Shed on a little slip screen there for Jakob Poeltl. Thane setting it, slip to the rim, got the nice pass from Shed. And then they turn it over, a sloppy pass from Harden. Barrett picks it up, going all the way to the rim, hop step layup, got to go past Mobley. What a finish from RJ Barrett in transition there, 66-63. A little over 10 minutes to go. Mobley has it up top. 7 turnovers now for James Harden. They get over to Tyson. Tyson dancing with it against Poeltl, loses the handle, crosses over to his right now, down the lane, gets fouled by Poeltl. It's going to send him to the foul line for 2. Where the Cavs have just missed free throw after free throw after free throw, so. Rose with the bros. Carl Boisron. What's up, Carl? Come on, Harden. Last 3 for me. Harden is just 5 for 10 from the field, but the jump shot not going down. He's not settling for them tonight. He's trying to get into the rim. Tyson splits the free throws, and the free throw woes continue here for Cleveland. They've missed a million free throws. Barnes just beats everybody down the court, blows right past Tyson for a 2-handed slam. My goodness, just turning on the Jets. Tyson couldn't keep up. Tyson now working off a screen down the lane. They kick it out to Strus, extra pass to Merrill. Pump fake, sidestep, left corner 3 for Sam. Merrill comes up short. Rebound, knocked out of the air. Shed picks it up, and Jamal Shed will bring it down. Shed up top. And a foul on Tyson throwing down Poeltl. 4 fouls on Tyson. Hunter Juice, what's up, Hunter? Time flies when you're eating onions. You sure can. Judge, that's an undrafted Max Strus. Undrafted Max Strus. Christian Blaze. Scottie Barnes has 3 blocks. Oh, he does have 3 blocks? Let's double check that. Ingram for 25. Let's see if we can get back into the game and put the ball in the basket to end this one out. Barnes does have 3 blocks, baby. We need Ingram. Barnes down the lane. Barrett down the lane. Knocks down a little floater over Sam Merrill, taking advantage of his size. 6-point lead for the Raptors. Here they come. Over to Merrill, attacking quickly to the paint. Scoop layup, got it to go. And a foul on RJ Barrett. A little ticky-tack touch foul. It's going to send Merrill to the foul line for 1 more. We have 9:13 to go here. Merrill knocks down his and 1 free throw. Gets it back to a 3-point game. Barnes will bring it down against Wade. And Barnes, again, just trying to beat him down the court. Inside the Poeltl. Flips it up, got it to go down. And Barnes just rushing it down the court. There's no help side defense. So he's able to break down and collapse the defense by just running towards the paint. Terrible defense from the Cavs here. Harden down the lane. Sees a couple of players, throws up the floater. In and out, can't get it to stay. Poeltl with the rebound. Poeltl saves it over to Barnes. Barnes bringing it down again. Full head of steam again. Down the lane. Kicks it out. Barrett. Pump fakes. Driving to his right. Stops. Turns. Spins in the lane. Throws up the floater. Can't get it to go down. Battle for the rebound. Mitchell ends up with it. Mitchell pushing the other way. Mitchell will be picked up by Battle and Shed. Now they throw it down low to Wade. Barnes recovers. Over to Merrill along the baseline. Pass fake. Kicks it back over to Wade. Back over to Mitchell on the right wing. Mitchell pulls it out, being guarded by Barrett. Going to look to isolate. Mitchell has settled for a ton of jump shots tonight. Swings through a move down the lane, flips it up with the right-hand floater, gets the friendly bounce off the front of the rim, and he gets it to drop down. 8:20 to go. Barnes has it up top, being guarded by Wade. 72-69, coming to his left, off the battle screen, down the lane. Fends him off the defender, a little fall-away jumper along the baseline, and he rattles it in. Barnes looking to end this one here. I'm going to get a timeout from the Cavs. The Raptors feel like they've taken momentum and control of this game right now. Just that's at Harden, 16, 6, 2, and 7. Yeah, we could get a triple-double with turnovers with Harden. I'll take that. I'll take that. But we do have any player for 3 blocks. We do have that. Barnes is now up to 17, 7, and 5. 3 more points for Barnes, and we get 25 and 5, but that doesn't really help with bingo. We only really have one way to get bingo here tonight, and that's if Ingram goes off offensively here and scores 25 points. Just that's at 6 for 32 from 3 might be a record low. There's been worse. There's been worse. Jay Hay said Jared Allen at one point is crazy. It is crazy, Jay Hay. It is. Mike Judge said, does 10 points, 10 assists, and 10 turnovers equal a triple-double? Let's go Harden. It does. It does. I will take 10 points, 10 rebounds, 10 assists as a triple-double. I will take it. Felipe said, are we doing a scoop game? No. Unfortunately, I don't think I can make it through 2 games in a row in my current state. So we're just going to do the 1 game here. We'll take the next game off. We'll do the game after that, and then that'll be it for the night before we come back tomorrow for more games. Corey Skeet said, sad you had to suffer this game, Sheffy. I actually very much enjoyed this game. It's kind of entertaining. I think the defense has been very high level, particularly from the Raptors. Maybe not so much from the Cavs. It's more so pitiful offense from the Raptors, but also pitiful offense from the Cavs. It's been a mix of really bad shooting and really good defense. And that's how you get to this point. Just that Raptors 11% from 3. Yeah. Captain Maz said, getting interesting now for sure. Yeah. Corey said, do you have tea? Lemon honey will help. I'm taking it all, guys. I'm taking everything that I should be doing, I'm doing. I'm drinking teas. I'm taking my medication. I'm doing all I got to do. There's not much we can do about it. Just that said, Struz has 1 point in 20 minutes also. Yep. Brutal night all around. What does Ingram have? How close are we with Ingram? I think he's got, 16 points? 18 points. Not out of the realm of possibility. 7 points in this 4th quarter. It's possible. Possible. Even on a night like tonight, we could still get bingo somehow. We could still get the bingo. Vic said, cough in a steamy shower. I'm doing it all, Vic. When I tell you guys I've literally done it all, I'm literally doing everything I can just to get through 1 game. Mike Judge said, I just Googled, did they call it a triple-double? Well, I'm taking it as a triple-double. Same thing. Jay Amer said, would this be the first bingo in the playoffs? No, we've had bingos. I think we've had 3 or 4 bingos now. Here we go. Checking back in. Final 8 minutes of the game. Donovan Mitchell bringing it down. 8 minutes to go. Mitchell up top. Gets it over to Harden. Harden being guarded by Barnes. Harden dancing with it. Trying to get it over to Merrill off the screen. He can't. Now coming to his right off a go screen from Merrill. Merrill will take the lane off the pass. Inside to Allen. Ball got knocked loose. He picks it back up. Tries to get over to Mitchell down the lane. He flips it up with the shot clock winding down. Battle for the loose ball. Allen ends up with it, and he flips it up and in for his first made shot of the night. He's up to 3. Barnes has it up top. Being guarded by Wade. Mitchell switches onto him. He leaves him. Inside pass to Barrett. Pump fakes. Barrett Kicks it out. Jacoby Walter, wide open left wing three. Hasn't hit one all night. It continues to miss fires. He comes up well short on that. And it careens out of bounds. TT in the morning said biggest lead of the game. 8 by Cleveland. Cleveland's led by 8. And that's been the largest lead of the game. Largest lead for the Raptors has been 6. Mitchell up top. Being guarded by Barrett. Mitchell dancing with it. Crossover. Step back. Straightaway three. Got it to go for Donovan Mitchell. We're tied at 74. And a timeout for the Raptors. With just under 7 minutes to go, approaching the halfway point of this fourth quarter, we got a tied ball game, tied at 74. Niall Dimitri, what's up, Niall? Christian said all these bricks and not one double yet. Well, nobody can get points. Does anybody have I know Allen has double-digit rebounds. Yeah, he's the only guy. Everybody hovering around 5, though. So everybody's getting in on the action. Jared Allen's got 14 rebounds, 6 of them being offensive. But even on the Raptors, everybody getting on in the rebounding battle. Ingram with 4, Barrett with 7, Barnes with 7, Pirtle with 6, Jacoby Walter with 7, Mamukelashvili off the bench with 8, Murray Boyles with 6. King Free said, get well soon. We need you on the Knicks play-by-play. Oh, we'll be live for the Knicks. We'll be live for the Knicks. I will crawl in front of the camera and sit in a chair the entirety of the game if I have to. But we will be live for the Knicks. We got to document the full playoff run. Just that said 61 rebounds is a lot of missed shots. It's an insane amount of missed shots for sure. Christian said, are you still doing the Celtics tonight or not? Yes. Yes. Part of the reason why we won't be doing the next game, the Blazers and the Spurs game, is because I'll take some time off. I'll take my medication. I'll take a shower. I'll rest a little bit. And then we'll come back and we'll do the Celtics 76ers game tonight. I don't think I can do 2 games in a row at this point. Hopefully, I'll feel better tomorrow. We could do 2 games in a row. We'll see. We'll see. As a matter of fact, we could just check. Tay said, so did Dante tear his Achilles or a foot injury? No, he tore his Achilles. He's done. He's done. Christian Goris. What's up, Christian? Christian Goris. Taking a look at tomorrow's schedule. Knicks don't play till Tuesday. They get 2 days off. But we do have Pistons Magic, which is an incredibly fun series. And I think we're only going to cover that game. All the injuries and all the nonsense going on in this one, I'm not sure I'm too interested in this one. No Anthony Edwards, no Dante DiVincenzo. So we'll see if this series ends or if the Nuggets will start to mount their comeback. We'll see. But I think we're just going to cover Pistons Magic tomorrow. And then the Knicks play on Tuesday. And their late night game is Spurs Blazers. Spurs Blazers. We also have 76ers Celtics going on there. That's game 5. We'll see if this is an elimination game or a pivotal game 5. But Hawks Knicks, 8 o'clock. Oh, we can't even do the late game. We can't even do the late game because it starts halfway through the Knicks game. This game will be in the second quarter by the time our Knicks-Hawks coverage ends. So we can only do the Knicks game on on Thursday. Oh, it's 76ers Celtics going into Blazers Spurs. Okay. And the Knicks-Hawks are on the off time at 8 o'clock, splitting the 2. Okay. It is what it is. Captain Mast, 156-0 all anytime coming back from a 3-0 deficit. Yep, never happened. Never happened. So here we go. The Raptors will bring it down. We're tied at 74, and we are under 7 minutes to go here. Barnes being guarded by Wade. Gets it over to Barrett, being guarded by Mitchell. Barrett swings through to his left off the Murray Boyle screen, down the lane in the paint, kicks it out to Ingram. Jab step, mid-range, baseline pull-up jumper. In and out, can't get it to stay. Battle for the rebound. Wade ends up with it. Here comes Mitchell. Mitchell on the left wing, coming to his right. Has it up top. Swings it over to Merrill. We got an off-ball foul. Merrill did knock down that shot, but obviously it doesn't count. There was an off-ball foul on Barrett holding on to Jared Allen, it looks like. So it's side out of bounds here for the Cavs. Mitchell Gets it into Wade. Hands it off to Mitchell. Mitchell just knocked down the three to tie us up. Coming to his left. Driving it down in the paint. Kicks it out. Harden. Left corner. Pump fake. Sidestep three. Got it to go for James Harden. And Cleveland takes a 3-point lead. 6:15 to go here as we approach the halfway point of this fourth quarter. Can the Raptors stay alive? Will they go down 3-1? Barnes up top, coming to his right, off the Barrett screen, driving it down in the paint, goes up, Statue of Liberty, scoop layup, can't get it to go. Murray Boyles the rebound, can't hold on to it as he falls out of bounds. Harden picks it up, gets it over to Mitchell. Mitchell on the right wing, dancing with it against Barnes, coming to his left, down the lane, hesitates to the basket, flips it up, draws the foul, he's going to the foul line for two. Jeremy said, don't let Harden and Mitchell go off. They've done a phenomenal job of holding them down all night. But they have absolutely missed makeable shots for sure. So if they can get it going and just pull this one out at the end here, you walk away with a W, and that's all that matters. George Jones said, can both teams lose? It definitely feels like a loss for both sides here tonight. But ultimately, in the playoffs, all you're looking for is to walk away with a W. That's it. Mitchell knocks down the first free throw. David Osh Jr. said, NBA confirms missing call in the Lakers game. Marcus Smart, lane violation. LeBron out of bounds. Okay. Missed calls happen all the time, unfortunately. Mitchell does knock down the second free throw. And it is a 5-point lead for the Cleveland Cavaliers here. Joven, what's up, Joven? Never seen a game that's not going to hit 100. It happens somewhat frequently. Definitely happened a lot in the past. Ingram, baseline fall away over two defenders, can't get it to go. Murray Boyles flying in out of nowhere with a one-handed putback slam. They needed it. Here comes Mitchell bringing it down against Barnes. Mitchell up top, crossing over, step back, puts up the jumper. Mitchell getting it going. Knocking down the step back three now. 6-point lead for Cleveland. Ingram coming to his left. Picked up by Harden. 5 minutes to go here. Ingram dancing with it, coming to his left. Spinning. Driving to his right against Harden. Losing his bounce. Tries to get it to Barrett. A bad pass from Ingram. And a loose ball foul on Barrett. And Toronto starting to fall apart a little bit here in this fourth quarter. Stars coming through for the Cavs. 40 scope, it's a 40 scope. TT in the morning said, can't wait to see the shot percentage numbers after this game. They're in the bonus for the final 5 minutes. Cavs in the bonus, so it's going to send Mitchell to the foul line. I can show you right now, brother. Mitchell, it's the first free throw. 39% for the Cavs, 31% for the Raptors. 28 of 89, 30 of 77. My goodness. 3 made threes for the Raptors. Can't win a basketball with 3 made threes, man. Can't win a basketball game that way. You can't. You can't. 9 for the Cavs. It's bad, but not horrendous. In comparison, they're lighting their rims on fire. In comparison. They are 14 of 22 from the foul line. We get a timeout. Mitchell did knock down the 1 free throw. He's going to have 1 more coming out of the timeout. 14 of 22 from the foul line. They missed 8 free throws. The Raptors, 17 of 23 from the foul line. They missed 6 free throws. I can't do math. It's pretty rough. It's pretty rough. Neither team cracking 40% from the field. Neither team cracking 30% from three-point range. Jeremy Moss, why do coaches call timeouts between free throws but might need that timeout at the end? I mean, it's up to the coach to manage their timeouts. So as you can see, both teams have 3 timeouts now, so it made sense to use one now. Because once you get below 3 minutes, both teams have 2 timeouts, and that's it. No matter how many timeouts you saved up, so you have to use your timeouts, especially as the fourth quarter winds down. Right, so if they had 4 timeouts here, might as well use one here. Get a breather. Talk about a couple of things as you wind down the fourth quarter. You'll see both teams use a timeout before we get to the 3-minute mark to use up that third one. Oh no, Toronto used it, so now they have 2 timeouts. So that was their use it or lose it timeout that they burned. Cleveland will use a timeout before the 3-minute mark as well. So we'll have one more timeout before then. Sometimes you use it in between free throws to try and ice the shooter, right? So if you're comfortable standing at the foul line, you just hit a free throw, you might want to call another one just to ice them down a little bit. Barnes rushing it down, gets it over to Barrett. Barrett driving to his right. Leaves it off of Jamal Shed in the corner, being guarded by Harden. Doesn't want to shoot it, gets it back to Barrett. Coming to his left off the Barnes screen. Barrett picks up his handle, gets it over to Ingram, swings through to his left, down the lane, step back, rhythm dribble, mid-range pull-up jumper. Can't get it to go down. Barnes the offensive rebound in the paint, stepping through, loses the handle, picks it up, inside pass. Murray Boyles goes up, gets fouled. It's going to the foul line for 2. 4:30 to go here. Christian Blaze said, this is like playing 2K on Hall of Fame mode. Yeah, I stopped playing 2K about 2 years ago. Just because the game just wasn't fun to play anymore. Bruce said, Chevy knows everything about everything. No, you watch basketball enough and you pick things up. You pick things up. You know. Oh, yeah, that might be a flagrant on Sam Merrill, who grabs Murray Boyles while he's up in the air by the shoulders and pulls him down to the ground. Yeah, that might be a flagrant. I think that's a flagrant. That's not a play on the ball at all. Just grabs the guy by the shoulders and pulls him down to the ground. Kwame Robinson said, is the use it or lose it timeout only for the playoffs? I don't remember it during the regular season. No, it applies to the regular season as well. It is a flagrant foul 1, so that's 2 free throws for Colin Murray Boyle, and they get the ball back. Lonamo said low scoring affair. Very low. Although we are creeping up towards 90, I'll tell you that. I definitely thought we were not going to get to 90. Cleveland started to knock down some shots here in the fourth quarter, so Murray Boyles will have 2 free throws here, but if we take a look at this, how many points have they scored in this quarter so far? They scored 26 in this fourth quarter so far, so offense is starting to get going. Murray Boyles knocks down the first one. He's got another one coming. Raptors still sit with 17, though. The Raptors have yet to be able to get going with their scoring. Murray Boyles hit the first free throw. He's 5 for 6 from the foul line tonight. He's got 15 points. Misses the second free throw, though. 5 for 7 now from the foul line. Jeremy said Toronto missed 6 free throws, and Cleveland's missed 9. It has not been good either way. Or 7. They've missed 7, I believe. No, 8. I'm sorry. They have missed 8 free throws. Murray Boyles up top, being guarded by Allen. Fakes the handoff, keeps it, gets it out to Ingram. Jab step, coming to his left. Trying to cross over, loses the handle. Murray Boyles picks it up. He's got to go to the basket, to the rim. Kicks it out to Barrett. Pass fake, over to Shed. He'll put up a high arcing 3 over Harden, well short. Murray Boyles the offensive rebound. Kicks it out. Lobs it over the top to Barnes. Knocked out of bounds. It's going to go back to the Cleveland Cavaliers. A bad pass from Barrett. And they're going to leave it here with Toronto, actually. The refs changed the call. They convene and changed the call. And that looks like it was out of bounds off of Barnes, I'm not going to lie. Good argument, though. And Cleveland's going to use a challenge. They say, how dare you change the call? Drew said, Toronto sucks. They haven't figured anything out. I don't know. The defense has been pretty good here today. The problem is that they're at a talent deficiency. Cleveland just has more talent. Mitchell, Harden, Mobley, and Jared Allen are just a better core 4 than Barnes, Barrett, Ingram, and Quickly, who's not playing. And they're missing one of their core 4 guys, their point guard, one of their more important core 4 guys. Just that said, even the refs are sick of this game. Yep. We could get a fail challenge here, which could help our bingo card. I'll tell you what, Brandon Ingram missing all these shots is not helping. He is, what is he tonight? He's not even, oh, he is in the game. 5 for 22 from the field tonight for Brandon Ingram for 18 points. Brother, we needed 25. We need 25, Brandon Ingram. 25 gives us bingo. We're not really going to get bingo anywhere else. Nobody else is going to get close to the stats we need them to get. Jamal Shedd's 1 for 6. He's got 2 points, so he ain't getting to 10 and 5. Successful challenge. Out of bounds off of Barnes here. CEO King said Scottie Barnes was really screaming like he really didn't touch the ball. He wanted that ball, man. He wanted that ball. It is a successful challenge. They get it to Harden. Harden bringing it down. That's the final challenge for Cleveland tonight. I think it's a pretty good usage of it. Harden has it up top, being guarded by Ingram. They get it over to Mitchell. Mitchell up top, being guarded by Shed. Coming to his right, off the Merrill screen, pulls it out, dancing with it against Barrett. Crossing over to his right, putting his head down, attacking across the lane. Floater, can't get it to go. Battle for the rebound, knocked loose. Ingram picks it up and gets hit in the face by Mobley. $84-77. I don't think Toronto's in the bonus here. So I think it's just side out of bounds. No, they are in the bonus. Both teams in the bonus, I believe. So Ingram should be going to the foul line for 2 free throws here. It's a 7-point game. Can knock it to 5. No, it's not. They're not on the bonus? Okay. Side out of bounds. Barrett has it on the right wing. Barrett driving to his right. Spins. Pump fakes. Flips it up. Can't get it to go down. Battle on the boards for the rebound. Knocked out of bounds by Cleveland. It's going to stay here with Toronto. 3:30 to go. Susan, what's up, Susan? They get it into Ingram. Ingram in the paint. Sees a double team. Mitchell fouls him. 4th team foul. So still not in the bonus. That's still side out of bounds with 3:26 to go. Abigail said time is running out. Time is indeed running out. And a 7-point lead in this game is a lot. But R.J. Barrett sneaks under the rim, gets a layup to go, as the Cavs were not set up defensively on that inbounds. 79-84, 5-point game. 3 minutes to go. More than enough time. Wade has it up top to get over to Merrill. Merrill hands it off to Harden. Harden being guarded by Shed. Barrett switches onto him. Harden pulls it out. Harden waving Merrill through. Dancing with it. Sidestep, pull up 3 for Harden. In and out, can't get it to go. Ingram skies for the rebound. On the loose, on the floor, battling for it. Shed picks it up, gets it over to Barnes. Down the lane, picks up his handle. Kicks it back out to Barrett. Swings through towards the baseline quickly. Pump faking, going up. A lot of contact, no fouls called. Barrett battling on the boards. Murray Boyles picks it up, kicks out to Ingram. A straightaway 3. Brandon Ingram rattles it in. We got a 2-point game, folks. 2:30 to go. 84-82. Brandon Ingram up to 21 points. Mitchell has it up top, being guarded by Barnes. Barnes poking at the ball, knocks it loose, out of bounds. It's going to stay here with the Cavs. 9 on their shot clock, though. 2:19 to go here. Barnes waves to his bench. Don't challenge that. I did hit it out of bounds last. And Harden will bring it down. Harden up top, coming to his left off the Merrill screen. Barrett switches onto him. Harden trying to go quickly. Down the lane. Hands it off to Merrill. A 3. He knocks it down. The crowd is upset. They wanted a carry on James Harden. But Merrill quickly just lined it up. Barnes has it on the left wing, being guarded by Mitchell. Spins in the lane. Got nowhere to go. Out to Ingram. Another 3. Gets blocked. But fouled. And it will send him to the foul line for 3 free throws. Trying to get those right back. Fouled by Harden. Harden gets his hand in there and whacks the arms of Ingram. Why? He's not a knockdown three-point shooter. I know he's missed. I know he's made 3 threes tonight, but he's not a knockdown three-point shooter. Live with a fly-by contest. If he makes it, he makes it. You got a 5-point lead. Instead, he sent him to the foul line. But it's a good foul because he misses the first one. He's got 2 more coming. 1:55 to go here in this pivotal fourth quarter of Game 4. That's Ingram's first missed free throw of the night. Couldn't have come at a worse time. He does knock down the second free throw. He's got 1 more coming. It's a 4-point game. Can knock it back to a 1-possession game. Ingram does knock down both free throws. Goes 2 for 3. Harden will bring it down. 3-point game. Harden bringing it down against Shed. Harden has it up top. Ingram's got 23. Literally 1 more basket for Ingram. We got bingo. Mitchell swings through to his left. Down the lane. Goes under the paint. Picks up his handle. Got nowhere to go. Leans in. One-legged. Fall away along the baseline. Can't get it to go. Mobley an offensive rebound. Back out to Mitchell. He's going to wind down more time. They show a double team. He splits the double team. They kick it out to Harden. Harden up top being guarded by Shed. He's got the size advantage. Harden's going to dance with it. Harden, pump fake, goes up, kicks out to Mitchell. Last second, a deep right wing 3 for Mitchell. Comes up short, rebound. Mobley, another one. Another rebound from Mobley. They get it back to Harden. You got to grab these rebounds. Harden bowls over Shed. He just turns over and shoots it. Comes up short. Rebounded by Murray Boyles over to Barnes. 1 minute to go. 3-point game. Barnes bringing it down against Wade. Barnes on the left wing. Hesitates, attacking to his left. Stops, turns, spins. Kicks it out to Barrett. Barrett up top, coming to his right. Spins to his left. Down the lane against Merrill. Leans in, looking for the foul. Doesn't get it. But he gets the layup to go. It's a 1-point game. 87-86. 45 seconds to go here. Mitchell bringing it down against Barnes. Not giving him an inch. Coming to his left. Jamal Shed jumps his handle, knocks it out of bounds. It's an 8-second violation. Hold on. It is. Ball back to Toronto. Jamal Shed saving the day. What a defensive effort for Jamal Shed, selling out entirely after Barnes pestered Donovan Mitchell up the court the whole way, turning him multiple times. Donovan Mitchell, give the ball up, buddy. Walking it down. Barnes turning him over multiple times. Jamal Shed jumping his handle, knocking it into the backcourt. It's a shot. It's a backcourt violation. 8 seconds in the backcourt. Ball back to Toronto. Both teams in the bonus for the final 40 seconds here. Timeout for Toronto here. Christian Blake said, come on, Raptors, tie it up. I mean, it's a 1-point game. Unless they get fouled and split the free throws. Freeway Hustler said, it only took 46 minutes for the game to get exciting. It's been this way the whole way, Freeway. It's been this way the whole way. I think it's been exciting from the tip. It's been a defensive masterclass, kind of. Some really, really disastrous shot making. But yeah, the defense has been very good as well. 40 Scope said, Ingram game winner for bingo. That'd be pretty great. That'd be pretty great. Not going to lie, that'd be a fantastic way to get bingo tonight. Just that said 8-second was a 200 IQ play. I mean, Mitchell just lackadaisical bringing the ball down. A phenomenal play by Jamal Shed there, jumping the handle for Mitchell. Selling out for the steal. Try hard, Steve. What's up, Steve? You can see the joy return to Chef's eyes when he gets to cover these non-Knicks games. I love basketball. I do love basketball. It's a 1-point game. 40 seconds to go. My timer's a little ahead. But it's all right. I'll tell you guys exactly how much time is left, and then we'll sync it up. Raptors have to inbound it here. They get into the backcourt to Barnes. Barnes will bring it down, final 40 seconds. They're trailing by 1. All the way to the basket. Can't get the dunk to go down. He gets fouled by Jared Allen. Scottie Barnes went for the Statue of Liberty poster dunk on Allen for the lead here in the fourth quarter. He didn't get it to go down. But he did get fouled. He's going to the foul line for 2. He better knock down both of these, Scottie Barnes. Barnes knocks down the first free throw. We're tied. Scottie Barnes up to 19 points now. Scottie Barnes, 2 for 2. Clutch, big-time free throws for Scottie Barnes, but it's a 1-point game. 35 seconds to go here. Cleveland gets the ball back, but I'll tell you this, depending how quickly Cleveland goes here, Toronto will get the ball back to possibly win the game. So here we go. Christian Play says, Scottie has 25 and 5. Is it 20? It is 20. I thought it was 25. 25 and 5 for Scottie Barnes. It doesn't help our bingo, but we'll fill it in anyway. And there we go. Abigail said, first time the Raptors lead? No, the Raptors have led. They actually entered the fourth quarter with the lead. It's been a back and forth game all night. Rhodes said Harden better not dance with it. He's going to wind down that time too much if he does. Or is he stuck at 19? Is he stuck at 19? We'll give it to you. we'll give it to the bingo card. It's not going to help us get bingo. So we'll leave it there for now. It's all right. We'll leave it there. It doesn't give us bingo. We're not close to bingo in anywhere else. All we need is Ingram for 25. 2 more points for Ingram. If he gets fouled at the end, if they end up playing the foul game, they get it to Ingram. Good. We're good. All right, here we go. The towels are out in the crowd in Toronto here. They got killers on this team. Harden, Mitchell. They've been in these positions before. They get into Harden. Swings through to his left, trying to go quickly. Stops in the mid-range, gets it out to Merrill, gets it over to Mitchell. Coming to his left of the screen. Barnes chasing, down the lane in the paint, throws up the lefty floater. Can't get it to go. Jared Allen can't get the tip. Ingram the rebound. Knocked out of bounds. And it's going to go back to Toronto, and Cleveland doesn't have a challenge. This is why you don't use your challenges early. This is why you have to save your challenges. They give the ball back to Toronto. Max Strus was adamant that it was indeed Cleveland basketball, but they used both of their challenges already. $88-87. Get it in the Brandon Ingram. We're going to get a timeout. We're going to get a timeout. 5-star said, ugly game? Disgustingly ugly. Horrifically ugly. But entertaining. 40s go, foul Ingram. Foul Brandon Ingram. Get it into Ingram. Foul him right away. Send him to the foul line for 2. I don't know. On the replay there, it still looked like maybe it was out on Strus. But hard to tell. Hard to tell. See the replay on it. I don't know. That did look like it was out on Strus. It's too close to tell. Still showing the replay on it. No. It's hard to tell from that angle. You have to show a different angle. Both of their hands are behind the ball on that angle, so you can't see who actually is touching it at the end. Good point. I believe that's Jay Billis on the commentary here. Good point from Jay Billis, where he said, you probably don't want to challenge that anyway because there was a lot of contact, and they probably turned that from just an out-of-bounds call to a foul, which honestly, I still would challenge it because it'll put more time on the clock for you. Although, nah, I wouldn't challenge it. Yeah, you still want to go for the steal here. 21.6 to go here. Toronto's going to inbound it. They have the ability to go in the backcourt. They lob it over the top to Barnes, all the way in the backcourt. He's being guarded by Wade. Wade grabs him. 20 seconds to go. Should have been Ingram. Mr. Johnny Fernandez, what's up, Johnny? Good game. Yes, sir, brother. Yes, sir. You're here in Italy. Shout out my guy Johnny from Italy. Appreciate you, brother. Sons Jen said, I enjoy basketball even if I'm throwing a few tomatoes. Yeah, it's been a horrific game. It's been one of the worst shot-making games I've seen in a while as Barnes knocked down the first free throw. But entertaining nonetheless. Abigail said, are you going to live stream the Spurs game? No, we're going to take the next game off just so I can go rest for a little bit. We will be back for the 76ers Celtics game later tonight. Barnes hits the first free throw, makes it 2. You need one more free throw so you can't lose it. And he goes a perfect 4 for 4 from the foul line in this clutch situation here, giving them the 4-point lead. Harden trying to get it in, gets it into Strus, gets it back to Harden. Harden bringing it down. We got to go for the 3 here. They get over to Mitchell, coming to his right. Mitchell hesitates, driving down, crosses over, step back, pump fake, leans in, no foul, puts up the 3, careens off the side of the rim. He can't save it, and the ball is going back to Toronto. And Colin Murray-Boyle running over to Donovan Mitchell and screaming at him. Lucky he didn't pick up a technical. Wow. Donovan Mitchell dove into the crowd to try and get it. Hurting a little bit. Apologizing to people for jumping into them. Taking a hard spill. 8.6 to go. A disastrous game here in Cleveland. A disastrous visit. A disastrous visit here to Toronto, losing both of them. Or on the verge of losing both of them. We'll see. They can still get the steal and score. Cleveland still has 1 timeout remaining. Both teams in the bonus. Jamal Shed. Get it into Ingram. Get it into Ingram. They throw it into Barrett. Barrett gets fouled. With 6 seconds remaining. It should have been Ingram. Brandon, can you come get the ball, Brandon Ingram? My goodness. The Fleet said, wait, who yelled at Mitchell? Colin Murray-Boyles, the rookie. Colin Murray-Boyles got the defensive stop on Donovan Mitchell. He tried to pump fake and lean into him and grip for the foul. He didn't get it. Barrett misses a free throw. Barrett, you just need one to put this game out of reach. Make it a 4-point game. You just need one, RJ Barrett. Barrett sinks a clutch free throw. 4-point game. Toronto found a way to get to 90 points here tonight. Cleveland stuck at 87. 6 seconds to go. Seems highly unlikely Cleveland will use their final timeout here. Highly unlikely they'll be able to pull this one off. The only way to do so is to get a quick 3. And so you have 2 options here. You have 2 options here as your strategy. You can go for the quick 2, go for the steal, go for another quick shot, whether it's a 3 or a 2. So you can either tie the game or get another quick steal, go for the 3 and whatnot, like Reggie Miller style. Or you can inbound it really quickly. If you got a wide open look, you have to shoot the 3. If you make that, then obviously you still have to go to steal. All of this accounts for the fact that you need 2 possessions. So whether you make a 2 or a 3, you have to get the steal in the inbound and get another quick shot up again. Either way, whether you're going for a quick 2 or for a quick 3 here. You're down 4. Freeway said, only thing that could top this is if the 76ers win. There you go. All right, here we go. 6 seconds to go. Not enough time. Or should not be enough time. But we'll see. Harden will inbound it. Got nowhere to go. Gets it into Sam Merrill. Heaves it up there off the catch. Got it to go for Merrill. Literally on his hand for 2 seconds. Neither team have a timeout. They just got to play this straight up. It's a 1-point game, 4.2 left. They got to go for the steal, obviously, and inbound it. Oh, the refs are going to take a look to see that it is a 3. It's a 2. His right foot is on the line. Take 1 point away. You still got to go for the steal and the inbounds anyway, regardless. We talked about this. Whether it's a 2 or a 3 that you get, it's 2 possessions. So if they inbound it, now you can get a 2 or a 3. Get it in Ingram. Get it in Ingram. Get it in Ingram to get in the Barnes and they foul him. Come on, Jamal Shed. Ingram was open. 3 seconds to go here. Barnes has been fantastic. He's been 4 for 4 from the foul line in the final minute of this game. First to give the The Raptors a 1-point lead, then they give them a 3-point lead. Yer said Raptors in 7. They're not out of it yet, man. Not out of it yet. Barnes knocks down both of these. Obviously, this game is officially over. Rattles in the first one. Makes it a 3-point game. Okay, but it's still possible on a half-court heave. So you have to knock down one more. Barnes has been clutch. 5 for 5 from the foul line. He's got one more coming, though. And he puts the game out of reach. That will do it. If you're Toronto, you just leave them. They throw the baseball pass. Murray Boyles knocks it away. Strus picks it up, heaves it up there off the backboard. That's it. That'll do it. And the Raptors steal 2 in Toronto. The first one in Toronto, Game 3, was a dominant performance, especially in that fourth quarter. Game 4, Toronto shuts the water off of Cleveland. Neither team could buy a basket. It was a rock fight all night long, but Toronto made the necessary plays down the stretch at the end here and ties the series up at 2 games apiece. Now, neither team has yet to win a road game. The old adage is that a series doesn't start until a team wins on the road, right? Because the higher seed obviously will always be favored. As long as everybody's healthy, higher seed will always be favored. And the higher seed has 4 possible games at home, while the lower seed only has 3. So if it goes up chalk where the home team wins every game, Cleveland will be able to pull it out. So now Toronto has to win a game in Cleveland here. TT in the morning said, I hope the Pistons watch the footage of this game because they could learn something from this. Dylan, what's up, Dylan? I put 100 on the Raptors winning and got a mix of emotions, but we're coming out with a W. Yes, sir. The Fleet said wins is all that matters. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Captain Mass, the 3 more, and the Raptors can make history. 2 more. Series tied at 2-2. 2 more wins. Pull off the upset. It's not that big of an upset, but an upset nonetheless. A lot of people thought that Toronto was the easy team in the East here. Right? Everybody wanted to play Toronto in the first round. Knicks fans were upset and sad that they ended up with Atlanta versus Cleveland down the stretch of the regular season. There's their matchup. But what this is showing you right here, don't look down on any of your opponents, man. I think Cleveland maybe took this matchup for granted. And now guess what? Now you're in a dogfight going back home. Oh, my goodness. Next game is already started. Wemby is starting. Fox just knocks down a 3, but we're going to end it right there. I appreciate you guys for hanging out with me here tonight. We're going to go ahead and rest up, get ready for our last game of the night. We will be covering. We didn't get bingo, unfortunately. They didn't get it in the Brandon Ingram at all. Maybe they didn't trust him. I don't know. But that'll end it for us here tonight. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for hanging out with me. It ended up being a pretty fun and entertaining game, in my opinion. I know some of you guys wish it was a little bit more high scoring. So do I. But the rock fights can sometimes be fun. And I thought it was fun. It was very, very competitive. But we will be back later on tonight. It is a 7 o'clock start time, so we'll be live around 6:45 for our little mini pregame to run through it real quick. Philly's coming off a very close loss to Boston in Game 3. We'll see if they can pull off an upset here in Game 4. Should be a fun one, should be an entertaining. But with that being said, shout out all of the channel members, whether you were gifted a membership, you decided to become a member, all on your own. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for hanging out with me tonight. We'll be back later, so remember, brush your teeth before bed, stay hydrated, and I'll see you in a little bit. Appreciate you guys. Bye.